live page and get it rolling. Don't want to waste too much time considering I want to tackle some of this Mario Kart DS shenanigans. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up that game. Alright, let's go ahead and turn the audio on for DS. Turn that down to a crispy with like a 5. Mute that. Here we go. Alright. Like I said, we're going to be starting off with Mario Kart DS for a short little bit. And then we're going to pop on into Mario Kart 7. I didn't get to finish up last night due to my internet shenanigans. So, here we go. We're going to go... Oh, hang on. I need the pop-out shout-out. Let's go. Hello, Blaze and Skaldic. Welcome on in. It's good to see you guys. Yeah, no, we're going to be playing Mario Kart 7, like I said. We're just going to be diving into DS for a short little bit to finish up what I couldn't finish last night. So, this won't last too long, I'm sure. We're going to head on into single player real quick. Not that I'm trying to rush DS, I feel bad that we didn't really get to finish this last night due to my internet shenanigans. Long story short, for those who weren't there, my internet decided to be poo-poo the last, let's say, half an hour or so of last night's stream. So, let's go ahead and start off with Dry Bones, and we'll give him the regular Kart since I don't feel comfortable with his speed on the Banshee. That looks awful. How are y'all doing tonight? Not too shabby over here, not too shabby. Dang Z, Sam had problems today. Oh, did Sam have problems too? Oh shoot, I was so good with my stream streak with her. I didn't get to chime in with her today, unfortunately. I had a movie night in the server. Let me go ahead and pop on into Lightning Cup. We have Choco Island 2, Banshee Boardwalk. Oh god, Sky Garden, Yoshi Circuit. What the heck am I signing up for, yo? Oh no, I forgot Banshee Boardwalk is a thing in this game. I love Mario Kart 64 so much, but Banshee Boardwalk, I am terrible at that. Freaking A. Alright, gotta give it a whirl. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tackle this cup, and then after this we're gonna tackle the mission mode. Not all of it, but some of it, and then we'll move on into Mario Kart 7. So, bear with me everyone as we pretty much clear my conscience last night of not being able to finish up stream proper. It's not even technically ideal, as I wanted to do a bit more with Mario Kart DS last night, but hey, what you gonna do? The cards were dealt. Gonna go ahead and throw that red shell. I love how red shells work in this game. For better or worse, they can be good or they can be annoying as all heck. I'm surprised it actually hit Wario. Wasn't even trying to aim for him necessarily. Oh, this is a course that'll never come back. I say this now and then watch them do it out of spite. No item for me, unfortunately. You and I both say, oh god, to Banshee Boardwalk for polarizing differences. Fair. Again, like, I'm a pretty big N64 head. I love Mario Kart 64 and all that, but like, man, Banshee Boardwalk, just, it's a course that's never liked me. I've kind of liked its aesthetic to a degree, considering I like spooky stuff, but it's just the bane of my existence. It's like one of my least favorite, not only N64 levels of all time, but just courses of all time in Mario Kart. Either I wanted to like it, but I don't think it liked me, and thus, just, we hated it. Double Dash was good. We love Double Dash in this household. Super good Mario Kart game. Very different. We kind of had this topic yesterday with Mario Kart DS, but Mario Kart DS is kind of the Mario Kart game that really, like, steered us in the direction of how Mario Kart is today, where, you know, you'd play something like Double Dash or Super Circuit or 64. They were all very different in their own right, and I think that's what made them special, was that they feel different. Whereas, like, DS onwards, you started to get that, like, Mario Kart formula that makes sense. So, is stream running okay? It is. We're actually taking a look. No frames have dropped. Try not to jinx it too much. Actually, as a matter of fact, when you said that, I had to, like, look down. I'm like, oh, God. My fight or flight kicked in. But yeah, so far, so good, Zinny. How you doing today? I believe it was this game that started the Blue Shell item. Blue Shell was in all of them, if I'm not mistaken, minus maybe Super Mario Kart. It was in 64. It was in all of them, except I think when it started to, like, when the Blue Shell was a flying Blue Shell, because in 64 it didn't fly. In Double Dash, I want to say it flew. It didn't fly in 64 though. We've had the Blue Shell since, I believe, 64, but don't quote me on that. I don't really remember Super Mario Kart all that much. It was a Mario Kart 64. It was. It just didn't have wings. It was just a blue shell plain as day. And I know that sounds very, like, weird. But yeah, it was a blue shell, just a shell. No wings. That fricker didn't fly until... Oh, God. I kind of should have hit that, but Toad bumped into it. Or I bumped into the toad and he bumped into the block. Sucks to be you, buddy. Yeah, we'll be taking a look at Double Dash and Mario Kart 64 in the near future as well before Mario Kart World comes out, because we're doing like a bit of a Road to Mario Kart World. I am doing these very out of order. So we're playing DS and then going into Mario Kart 7 and then going backwards and all that, so. Do you remember that Super Circuit was annoying with losing points? Super Circuit, I think, was like, it was justifiable at the time, but not a good Mario Kart by today's standards. It doesn't hold up super well. And I'd say the only thing that's really got going for it is maybe some of its track layouts on a technicality and its music. Otherwise, don't really go back to it. Like, who really, like, willingly goes back to Super Circuit unless you, like, truly like that game? Alright, I gotta go to work. I'll be back sometime later. That sounds good, Omega. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. No, DS is always in the right order because it means playing DS. You know what? You right, though. You right. You can go backwards, you can go forwards. DS is, funnily enough, kind of in the middle of the Mario Karts, because if you don't count stuff like, what's it called? If you don't count... God, Mario Kart Tour is what I wanted to say. You got Super 64, Double Dash, Super Circuit, all those. I forget if Super Circuit or Double Dash came first. I want to say it was... Ooh, I want to say it might have been Double Dash and Super Circuit, but I don't remember. Anyways, then it's, you know, then you got DS, then you got Wii, Mario Kart 7, and then 8 Deluxe, and then World. So Mario Kart DS kind of lies in the middle these days. Like, down the pipeline of, like, just right down the middle of Mario Karts. Well, this game tells you by the track order of the Retro Cups. That's true, yeah. We actually start with the Super Nintendo Cup, then we head on into N64. So, if we get a Super Circuit... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think it is Super Circuit, then Double Dash. Because they have Rainbow Road, like, last from Double Dash. No, wait. I'm thinking... No, never forget about what I'm saying. I want to say it goes Super Circuit. We had Mushroom Bridge as, like, one of the last courses of one of the cups we did. So, yeah. It goes Super Circuit, then Double Dash. Which makes sense. Ow. Which makes sense. I'm going to say this now to be wrong. Okay, you need to stop throwing red shells, bro. You're trying to make this feel like Mario Kart 8. You're starting to make it feel like Mario Kart 8. Ooh, favorite Rainbow Road. Ah, fudge. Favorite Rainbow Road. Gosh, I'm gonna be that one fricker to, like, answer a couple... I have a couple answers, and I have a legitimate answer. I'll try to come up with, like, the Rainbow Road of my dreams. But I'm gonna say... Mario Kart... I'm gonna say Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road. Wii's not my favorite Mario Kart by any means, but Wii Rainbow Road, then maybe 7. Those two are very tied for me. I love Wii's and Mario Kart 7's. Mario Kart 7's was phenomenal. It was also the first Rainbow Road to give us, like, a straightforward 3 laps, but you keep driving forward. It was so cool. And it's so much so it became a smash stage for the 3DS game. It was awesome. Sky Garden Yoshi Circuit, that's what you meant? Is that the last one we did? I swear I did, what's it called? Mushroom Bridge is, like, one of my last courses, but for all I know. Rainbow Coaster from Arcade... Flowers,
Guys,
but
don't listen to his lies. His real favorite is Rainbow Coaster from Arcade GP. I know this because he told me yesterday.
Because, no, you're right. I am a big fat frickin' liar. Although, side note, minus Rainbow Coaster, the Pac-Man course from Mario Kart Arcade GP DX is a pretty frickin' baller, I'd argue. Granted, jokes aside, I'm not counting the Arcade GP games or the Mario Kart VR and Tour and all that, but no, like holy crap, dude, those are fantastic, super good. Not like his cup ends in Yoshi Circuit is what I meant. Oh, got you. I'm surprisingly not doing super hot here for 50cc. Give me a second. Go ahead and do... Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a blue shell. Don't mind if I do, Wario. Let's go. Yeah, nobody counts any Mario Kart that isn't within the top 5 seller for a console. I mean, you're not wrong. Also, hello, Flame Crystal. It's good to see you. Welcome on in. What is the least selling Mario Kart of all time? I actually want to know this. And obviously things like Tour, you know, free downloadable Mario Kart game. I'm not going to count anything like that. I mean like a pure you bought a Mario Kart game. You know what I mean? I wonder what the least selling Mario Kart of all time was. I have no idea, honestly. Home circuit, and it's not even close. That checks out. Technically speaking, yeah, home circuit. I actually own home circuit. It's okay. I'd argue if you have, like, wooden floors or, like, tile, maybe it's better. My house is, like, mostly carpet, so it doesn't run very well. But I do have Mario Kart home circuit. Like, that is a violent blot of the contest in the metric. That's fair. That's fair. And it does technically count as a Mario Kart. There are people who do throw that in there. It's got an application and everything, so technically speaking. Sky Garden here is pretty cool, though. Some people don't like the 8 Deluxe version that quote-unquote butchered it, but I think 8 Deluxe is still... It's got a pretty good version of this. Apparently, Mario Kart World has a revenue of 270 million. Holy fudge! It's not even out yet. It's made that much. Let's go. I mean, there's a lot of people who chastise me for saying that, but like, I'm just glad Mario Kart is loved. That's all I care about. Sorry about your luck, everybody else who has different opinions. I'm so sorry, but like, I'm happy one of my favorite franchises of all time is doing well. Who wouldn't want to hope the best for their favorite franchise? See, Leo says, hi, Sonic was lurking, drawing in background my OC's Imaginite's form when he uses a sword. Heck yeah. I hope to do you some good here with my commentary as you draw away. Listen, I just want battle mode to get appreciation both from Nintendo and from player base. True. I'm hoping that in Mario Kart World they actually like add upon the battle mode. We only have 2 modes confirmed right now, and it's kind of like, oh, like, neat, but like, man, where the heck's my Shine Thief? I need my Shine Thief back. I'm gonna throw this back. Oh, that's forward. Never mind what I've said. Holding this 2DS is very strange. Power Word Rat. Hello, Otterly. It's good to see you. With the lovely Aki emotes. I mean, they did in 8 Deluxe. People just don't play Battle Mode in 8 Deluxe. They don't. Like, if this says anything, we did Mario Kart 8 Deluxe about a week or so ago as a community night. We busted out the Battle Mode, right? Like, we haven't done Battle Mode in a hot minute. Everybody was very much enjoying it. We were having a great time, right? But it was so alienated because it was like, what? Like, I was surprised to have that many people on board for Battle Mode that night, because most people dip when we hit Battle Mode. I'm telling you right now, like, if you had a lobby of 12, normally we would dip to like 6-5 people doing Battle Mode. We held a nice, like, I think Toasty, like 8 or so people, maybe 9. It was very nice. I'm just saying, nobody ever really sticks around for Battle Mode, but we had a lot of really cool people sticking around for Battle Mode. It was awesome. Oh, God. Ugh. Also learned that the Donkey Kong Donkey Kong Country Exposed VHS is a documentary on making of the game. Yeah. So funnily enough, I own that VHS tape in its like little sleeve. I have that one, the Diddy Kong Racing VHS tape, the Banjo-Kazooie one. There's a Majora's Mask one that has a Banjo-Tooie advertisement on there as well. I have that one, and I think that might be it. I don't remember if I owned another Nintendo Power VHS tape or not, but I own quite a few of them. They're really neat. You said the dumbest render in my DMs? This I gotta see. Lucas says, can't wait for Mario Kart World Battle Mode. You and me both. I'm so excited. We'll get to play together and everything. It'll be so fun. I know at the Twitch Creators Club, some of us are planning on doing this big 24-player Mario Kart World session. But in the near future, I'm going to see if I can host like the biggest lobby I could possibly host. Probably more likely when we have more people who own it and get it, but as of right now, we'll see what we can do. I'd even be just happy with 12 plus people. The fact that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had a strict lobby of 12, you know, we were kind of capped there for a while. There'd be times where I cap out in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and everyone's like, oh, can I get a slot in? Oh, you guys are full, sorry. Now that we have 24, I don't have to worry about the cap size nearly as much. So I'm hoping that we can reach even, like, I care less if we're like, yo, you got 16 players? Sweet. You literally have 2 teams of 8. It's going to be incredible. That'll be so awesome. Very, 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 very excited. If that's a 24-streamer lobby, all of them with a shared chat, the chat is going to be wild. So I know the details haven't been permitted yet, but I think we might be spreading into... I had proposed the idea of groups of 6. You know how the game allows you to do like 4 teams of 6? I propose that we do the 4 teams of 6. And then 6 of those people would stream. Like, you'd have different stream perspectives and whatnot. I thought that'd be smart. But having like all 24 in a call, I don't know about that one, Chief. I've been in a call with like 12 or so people before on other collabs. They end up with people complaining afterwards about talking over each other and such. So I don't know if I'd recommend the 24. It'd be so bad. I don't even mean VC, I mean the Twitch chat. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a lot of content creators in one spot. Granted, I remember when we did a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like a community night Twitch Creators Club thing. We had about 11 of us, not 12. We had 11 because I think somebody dipped, but we had 11 of us. Who'd we? Oh, we unlocked Daisy. Yo, let's go. But we had about 11 of us, and I remember when we had 11 of us, I think only 3 or 4 of us streamed it. I think not everyone streamed it. Some people participated. So I'm hoping that's more so the case with Mario Kart World. There'd be like maybe a handful of us who might. I just saw what you sent me, Cindy. That's really funny. Always cooking out here. But we are getting the credits right now for Mario Kart DS. We had these yesterday, but I believe these might be slightly different? Question mark? No, never mind. Well, they might be slightly changed. Somebody said something about Mario speeds up or something at some point, but I don't quite remember how it works. He sees you alone on a Friday night. What? But it's Saturday. I just realized with tomorrow being May freaking 4th, it's going to be such a everyone posting Star Wars gifs and photos day. It'll be that whole May the 4th be with you stuff. I like Star Wars, don't get me wrong, I'm not dogging on it, but I feel like I'm going to be hearing that all day. You're going to hear nothing but Star Wars jokes. It's like, bro. Funnily enough, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. My schedule's not ready. It's not out yet, but I will let you guys know just ahead of time. I am taking tomorrow off from streaming. Me and Zinni are going to be hanging out, watching some stuff. And then I believe Monday I'm also taking off. I'm going to be hanging out with El Gato. So I will be back Tuesday when we stream. It sounds like I'm ending stream right now when I'm far from ending stream. I'm just kind of letting you guys know ahead of time. But I'll be back Tuesday. Next week is going to be a bit of a weirder week for me in terms of content creating. It's a tight schedule week. So it's me being off. Then it's, I think I'm going to do Metroid Prime 2, finish up that game. I have one stream day next Friday, maybe, big maybe as of right now, because that might even be up in the air. And then, I think it goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Metroid Prime 2. Thursday, I have a special stream that day. I can't say what it is yet, but I have a special stream Thursday. Please do tune in Thursday, everybody. If you hear my voice right now, please do tune in Thursday night on my stream. It's going to sound more special than it really is. It's not so much for me as it is for this big project thing we're going to be aiming for. It's going to be like a big group project thing, but you'll have to tune in Thursday night. Wednesday night the announcement will be out, so you'll know what I'm talking about by Wednesday. But Thursday I got a special something happening, and it's kind of for a good cause kind of situation, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to lay low on the details because it's gonna be later. But I would appreciate it if anybody can even make it Thursday night at any point in time. It's going to be highly appreciated. It's a big supporting day, if that makes any sense. It's going to be Shadow Drop of Sonic Crossworlds. Dude, I frickin' wish. I'd be all over that all day, every day. Whew, boy. That game is going to make me sweat in all the best ways possible. I was going to host a movie night tomorrow. Y'all like Lupin the Third, but yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow, everyone. Yeah, we're going to be watching Lupin the Third. If anyone's a part of the Discord, Zinni, I don't know how you want to go about it, because I remember that was like one of the incentives, but if you want to host in the Discord, I'm going to go ahead and advertise that down below. But everyone pop on into the Discord if you aren't in there. We're going to be watching Lupin the Third, a very fun film. I've not gotten to see it myself yet, so that'll be a good time. All right, let's head on into the single player. We're going to go into missions mode. And I believe we'll start with level 1. We're just going to probably go through level 1 and then call it there. Then we'll pop on into Mario Kart 7. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just kind of hit up one of these. We got 1-1. Drive through all 5 numbered gates in order. This is going to be pretty darn straightforward. Then he says, I'll just share screen my OBS. We're watching it dubbed because it's the anime cast. Heck yeah. We do like a good dub. I can go either way, but I do appreciate the dubberoni. Alright, here you don't really need to drift. It's all a matter of just going through these tires. Pretty simple mission to get you started. And last but not least, the 5th and final mushroom. Boom, baby. They just want to get you acquainted with the game. Got ourselves 2 stars. Let's go ahead and move on. Alright, we got 1, 2. Collect 15 coins. This might be a little faster than I thought it would be. Not much of a challenge here. But I do want to show you guys the boss battle of the first area, because it's pretty darn cool. Okay. I can probably afford to drift every now and then. Yeah, the difficulty really fires up at level 7. Oh, yeah. I love the mission mode in this game, though. It's so good. I say this as we have Mario Kart World, but I really wish they would bring this back. That being said, it sounds like we're kind of getting something like that in the near future. It's not going to be quite like this, but it's like, it's going to kind of itch that scratch a little bit. Little bit. 7-6 is vicious all on its own. True. Dude, the World 7 missions are insane. Alright, we got a mushroom. Are we just picking up item blocks? That sounds good to me. Got good old Yoshi here at Yoshi Falls. Do-do-do-do-do-do. But yeah, I think the next Mario Kart we'll tackle after this, we'll probably go back and take a look at... Maybe I'll let people vote. I'll let people vote in my Discord. We'll either put a vote down for Double Dash or 64. I think that's what I'll do. I say this now, as everybody's... I don't even think I should do the voting anyways. People are going to vote Double Dash. People are going to kill 64 in the water, and it's going to break my heart. Which I totally understand. Alright, you got 1-4. Get the star and use it to hit the cheapers. Credited them 2 roles that you know. Oh, hang on. I didn't get to read the rest. I'm sorry. The devs got the likes of Lex Lang, Dr. Cortex is going on, Richard Epcar, Old Joseph as Jigen. I hope I'm saying that correctly. We got Michelle Ruff, Cream as Fujiko, and more. Credited them 2 roles that you know. That's fair. That's fair. See, legit, I have a pic of me beating mission 7-6 with 0.000 on the clock and still getting B rank. Bro! Bro! I felt that in my core. I'm gonna eventually get the cheap. There we go. I don't know what star rank I got on this. 3? Cool. I thought I did just okay, but I suppose I did do that pretty fast. Let's go ahead and do 1-5. Drive through all 6 numbered gates in order. Let's see, what course are you giving us? The DS itself! Guys, can we bring this back? I'm sorry, Nintendo. I love you and your products and all that stuff, and I'm a sheep. I'm that one guy that half the internet wants to kill right now. But hear me out. Bring back console courses into Mario Kart. Give us the Switch 2 with Joy-Cons and everything around. Let me drive all over that frick. Stop being a coward. Stop it. Stop being a coward and bring back consoles as like courses. Drive out of the mansion backward. Oh, okay. I could do that. I would recommend the bottom screen. Oh, never mind. They actually like mirror the camera. Interesting. That's easy enough. Basically, if you can't do this and you're an actual like somebody with like a license IRL, you probably shouldn't be behind a wheel. Just being honest. I feel like once you've actually driven IRL, if you can't do this, you probably shouldn't drive. I know it's a video game, but it's pretty much same premise. It's okay, Z. People want to kill me for playing Fatal Fury City of Wolves, so I get it. Fair. I feel that. So you guys, I must know, what would you prefer Sonic to have? Tan arm Sonic or blue arm? So I'm biased. I prefer tan arm Sonic. I've always grown up with that. That being said, I've warmed up the blue arm Sonic in many regards. It was very strange at first, but I think now that we've had that version of Sonic in the medium a couple times now, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. You prefer Sonic with arms? Fair. Legs, maybe legs perhaps. Legs would be nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use the mushroom already. Might as well. Got that straight away. We got Moo Moo Farms here. I almost kind of don't want to say goodbye to Mario Kart DS already, but the show must go on with Mario Kart 7. Good job, DK. Mission complete. The only thing I would say about the mission mode that is maybe a little aggravating to some people is maybe the fact that you don't get to select your character. You're kind of just, you're given a character to play as. I don't mind it. It doesn't bug me. I think it'd be nice if they gave us the option, though. Perform 4 power slide turbo boosts in 1 lap. Amputee Sonic. Your stream is buffering on my end. Oh, my heart. I had to check. Holy frick. I had to check OBS. My fight or flight kicked in. I had to look down below at my frames. No, we're good. It must be a you thing on your end. You know, if you ever need to refresh the page, by all means, do what you gotta do. Twitch is unfortunately not the greatest platform in the world when it comes to streaming in terms of like internet. I say this is like I think it's more so less a Twitch thing and more so just the internet is never perfect. We get buffering, we get I will say this, the only thing Twitch has against it, in my opinion, overall is its mobile app sucks. Oh, I didn't pay attention to what I was supposed to do. Yeah, but we haven't had any of Daisy, Waluigi, or Rob. True. How's your stream this time, Z? Hello, Frost. Pretty good this time. Pretty good. My fight or flight kicked in. I've had 2 scares today of... I had the one earlier where Zinni popped and said, like, is your stream doing good today? And I was like, oh, God, like, you know, is it not doing well? And then I got the stream is buffering comment. I'm just, like, sitting there like, please, God, no. I don't want to cancel tonight. I always ham up my streams, and then they just... I don't want it to go to pot. Can you stack drifts? Oh, fudge. Hang on. Stack? Ah, never mind. Mission complete. Is what it is. Got 1 star. That's fair. Alright, let's go to select a mission. Oh, I forgot how ominous the boss is in this game. Use mushrooms to crash into the big bully and knock him off the stage. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. But yeah, so far so good tonight. I've done multiple tests of the internet speed tests and whatnot, hoping for the best. It seems like we're okay for now, so... Worst case scenario, we get hit later, but hey. Yeah, you get like 20 power slides in 1 lap of Mario Kart Circuit 1. Oh, okay, so you can like, you can stack those. Okay, noted. That's likely what gives you the higher score. Pretty easy boss to start you off with. Yeah, boss fight. Justin, welcome on in. It's good to see you. Got a 3-star on that. That gave us level 2. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I feel like 1 world was garbage. Crashed into all 10 wooden crates. Let's do it.
He's already dead.
I'm gonna make an exception. We're gonna go ahead and do level 2. It feels like we didn't get very much of level 1. It's a little too easy for my liking. Also, yes, he is very much dead. Although he does have bully in the name, so who's really gonna feel bad about that, right? What's that? He's a father of 3? He has a wife? A dog? Whoops. Ignore those fun facts. Donk. Yo, the tightest turn to the west. We got good old Wario here helping us out. Go ahead and... Ooh, there you go. Donk. Got 8. How fast can you drift is entirely dependent on how fast you can throttle across the D-pad. True. Oh. What? I was like, where's the other crate? So, I will say this. Funnily enough, I'm using the 2DS circle pad, which, no, the circle pad does not give you that 3-dimensional, you know, like the 8 directions type thing. Or however many directions it is on a circle pad normally. Free roam, whatever you call it. I'm sure there's a word for it. It doesn't change anything like Mario 64 DS, but I will note that playing Mario Kart DS with the circle pad feels pretty good, actually. Unlike Mario 64 DS, the circle pad feels good on this. Yeah, it's pretty much same principle. I'd say, like, you're probably hurting your fingers a little less. Oh. Did I miss a coin? Oh, God. Did they trick me? Is it one of those trick coins? Is it way back here? It is. I ain't doing that, Chief. That's boo-boo water. You gotta reset that one. Nah. Yeah, this is like one of those, I'd argue, one of those 3DS games. Not, sorry, 3DS games. But this is one of those DS games where the circle pad... yeah, it's pretty worthwhile. Again, it doesn't technically change. Kind of goofed that a little bit, but that's okay. We're likely getting 2 or 1 stars. 2, fair. I understand. Kind of went in for the drift to be cool. Drive through all 5 numbered gates in order. Okay, how difficult is this one going to be? 3, 3, 3. Go! I will admit, I'm not a big Super Mario Kart fan at all, but the music is pretty charming. It's a classic. It's a classic, to be fair. I did play a game the other day, chat. on my own time. Wouldn't you believe it? It's a miracle. ZonicTHedgehog, aka Zach and Zonic, has played a game on his own time that wasn't on stream. And it was F-099. I finally gave that game a whirl. Only because I believe they had a mission thing on the Nintendo Online membership thing. Like, if you play, you get like 100 like silver coins. Then I was like, frick it, I could use some coins going into the Switch 2 era for like icons and stuff. So I decided to play F-099. It's actually kind of cool. It's actually a pretty cool game, and there were plenty of people who still play it, so there was a pretty full lobby when I got to try it. I think the first time I played it, I ranked like 24 or something. So not too bad. Not too bad of a spot. I wouldn't call it the greatest game in the world. It's very competitive, obviously, being a 99 game. But it was good. It was a very fun time. Mr. Dice Block, where'd you go? Oh, that's depressing. Bro, you did not... Oh, bro, you did not just do that to me. Oh... Yeah, go ahead and reset that. I didn't realize that was the end of the road. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So you definitely gotta grab all 5. Let's go. See what we can do here. There you go. Just use them. You gotta boost. You gotta go, Chief. Just kind of fiddling around with time. Please. I was gonna say please. It's gonna be a 2-star. 1-star, never mind. I thought I did better than 1-star, but okay. Be that way. Collect 20 coins. Let's do it. I forget. Let's see. 20 coins. Okay, we got this. We got Cheap Cheap Beach. We can finally play as a Cheap Cheap in Mario Kart World. That's exciting. Doesn't that just make you want to jump out of bed and get crazy? I'm gonna be real with you. Minus the fact that it's a Mario Kart World, I'd probably still lay in bed. Cheap Cheap's just okay. I will be maining the goddamn penguin though. That's a character I'll definitely play as quite often. Also, can I just say the canon of Luigi's Mansion that Mario Kart DS establishes is weird? I wish for you to elaborate. I'm curious as to what you mean by that. The canon of Luigi's Mansion that Mario Kart DS establishes. I'm very curious. I took it as like a literal canon, and then I was like, no, you mean like, yeah, like the canonicity basically of Luigi's Mansion. Did I do the same mission again? I don't think I realized what I was doing there. I'm so sorry. Went to autopilot. Use bomb bombs to destroy all 5 Pokies. Gotcha. That's a fun one. 2, 1, go. Oh! I duked my own nukem. I missed. Oh, I missed. There you go. We gotta be very careful with those explosions, my friends. I need to be a bit more precise. Bro. That's a reset for me. In the mansion, they have portraits on the of the various bosses you play in the game, complete with the proper framings. However, there's something odd. Ooh, okay, I see where you're kind of going with that. Interesting. Fudge. I'm very bad with my aim, apparently. Here we go. Yeah. You went a little too far there, buddy. All right, we'll go backwards. Sorry, Wario. I will take my fate no matter what score I get. I just want to finish this mission. There you go. Arrgh. Definitely want to take those Chinese turns in the west. Arrgh. Why not? I'll take the hit. It's pretty funny. Go for it. There you go. I'm gonna guess an A rank. 3 stars. I did that way better than I had imagined. Okay. I thought that was a dog water playthrough, but hey, to each their own. 10 gates. So mission mode's pretty straightforward. Again, I feel like they could have like elaborated with this and like threw it into like future Mario Karts, did more with it, worked off of it. Did I go through the right gate? No, I did not. According to Mario Kart DS, Luigi got a gold frame on King Boo and Boo Losses, 2 of the hardest bosses in the game, but got a bronze frame on Madame Clairvoria. Sorry, one of the easiest bosses in the game. Interesting. That is gate number 3? Oh, this is a weird one. This one makes you think. God. Oh, freaking. Getting a gold actually on Boo Losses is not the easiest thing in the world. I don't know if I've ever. I think I've attempted it. I don't think I've ever gotten it. I think the highest I've ever gotten was a bronze to my recollection. I don't know why I second thought that. I am so excited for Luigi's Mansion coming to the Switch too, though. That'll be fun. You've done it so on Hidden Mansion it sucks. No Hidden Mansion version though. Frick. I felt that in my bones just now. A chill up the spine, if you will. God, the frickin' Hidden Mansion though. Hot dog. Let's go for it. Yeah, it felt smooth. Also, not gonna lie, this being like not too long after Double Dash. Oh god. It feels really good to see like a Double Dash course on the road. Like we didn't have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at one point in time, right? So like when you had portable Mario Kart, seeing like a Double Dash stage on the go was like super cool. We appreciated these times. Where the frick is 10? Oh no. Was 10 like up on the side? I didn't see it. How much you bet? Oh, it was up there. I'm not going for a crappy score though. I refuse. I just wanted to see where it was. Alright, let's try that again. This is addicting though. This is a very addicting mode. That's embarrassing. You could tell I like looked down at my 3DS. My character's bolted head down. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the Double Dash stream. That'll be a fun one. Normally I'd parsec that one and play it with somebody, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I'm in the mood for parsec at this point. At least as of right now. Big maybe though. I'll have to really look into it. I feel like Double Dash with a secondary person enhances the experience, but I just want to be careful stream-wise. That's gonna be number 8. You volunteer, Kit! So fun fact, Zinni, a long time ago, this was like forever ago, me and GK had it on my schedule. We had to have scheduled that 3 times over to play Double Dash together, and it never came to be. I was supposed to play with her, and it fell through like, I think 3 times. We just never got to do it. I forgot what our excuse was, but I had canceled that 2 or 3 times, and I was like, oops. Perform 6 power slide turbo boosts in 3 laps. Okay. Speaking of Luigi's Mansion, I was playing Mario Kart Tour and got King Boo Luigi's Mansion. It got me curious, so I contacted Nintendo through the game support to ask about King Boo's differing design, and to my surprise, they answered back. Really? You actually contacted Nintendo and they got back with you on that. That's really cool. Lucky duck. Bro, so bad at this one. Ooh. They only give me 3 laps, though. There we go. You can still pull this off. There you go. I don't care if you have to crash into a wall. Whatever gets you that lap. I'm assuming that's going to get us more so an A rank or 1 star. Let's see. Yeah, A rank. That's about right. That's okay, though. We got what we wanted. Alright, we got a boss. This one's an interesting one. It's the hand from Mario 64. I rock. Do we get both hands? Or oh, yeah, we get both. I was like, oh, yeah, I only saw the 1 hand on the icon. I was like, I'm pretty sure they come in duos. Ooh, it's like a balloon battle situation. This ought to be fun. Yeah, shoutouts to iRock. So, yes, all the bosses in the game are from 64. I was like, I didn't have, like, the greatest memory as to where all the bosses came from, so it's actually really cool to see it just being a bunch of 64 bosses. I, as a 64 fan, I'm all for it. Yo, one of my green shells actually hit, surprisingly. Wonder if it functions like 64 DS. Not 64 DS, 64. 64 DS, you know what I mean. A little bit of both, a little bit of that. A little bit of the OG, a little bit of the new. Also, hello, Joyful. Welcome on in. Okay. I've made a decision today, apparently. You won. Oh. Oh! One of my balloons. Kind of want to reset. kind of want to go deathless. You were lurking at who? That's fair. I appreciate the lurky-loo. Alright, let's back this fricker up. Ooh, you definitely have to hit the eye. Does not count if you just hit the block itself. Get fricked. Goom Boss, King Boo, and Chief Chili are DS exclusive. True. Donk. Whereas the, what am I thinking of right now? Or somebody like the, you know, iRock here, that was like straight up 64. They're an OG 64 boss. They're in both, but you know what I mean. Whew. Well, I tried. You are a motherfucker. Can't get enough of how good your model is. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It really means a lot, honestly. I always occasionally get like the person or two who comes in. They'll be like a new like watcher of mine, and they'll say something like, "Oh, I love your model," and it like that completely makes my day. Why, thank you. That always completely makes my day. Because my VTuber mama worked very hard on it, and just to know like it gets, you know, loved for so many years, it means a lot. Donk. That's hit number 2. Let's see what else I can do here. Show your eyes, good sir. Dun 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 dun. Nani? Get dunked on. Wow, okay, that's gotta be a triple star. Come on. Come on. Yeah, oh, double star. Okay, well, I can live with that. Double star is good. Alright, that unlocks level 3. Again, I would do this again someday. Maybe we'll return to Mario Kart DS. You never know, right? But for the time being, I believe I've put in my 2 cents. Put in my 2 cents with Mario Kart DS. So I'm going to go ahead and return to the DS menu, 3DS menu, I should say. And I'm going to go ahead and mute the audio for the 3DS. Unfortunately, chat, fun fact of the day with my capture card. My capture card is loud as balls. When you leave, like when you go from DS to 3DS games or anything like that, like you reset the game, it is loud. I'm going to spare you all that sound right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my DS copy of Mario Kart DS. We're swapping on over to 7. A Jackie watcher. We do enjoy a good Jackie fan. Jackie's great though. I've had the pleasure of actually getting to talk with her in DMs a couple times, and she's very, 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 very sweet. I wish to collab with her someday. We're gonna try to come up with a collab someday. Let's see. So that's all set up. All I gotta do now is change my layout, which, fingers crossed, chat, I kind of finagled with some settings ahead of time. So let's see if this works out. 3, 2, 1, boom, boom. And then if I go to the top screen, go to filters, untag that, put that in. Does that look good? Yeah, there we go. Still looks good. I was a little worried that this wasn't going to pan out very well, but it looks good. And we'll keep the followers thing up there. It looks perfectly fine. All right, all right. Let's go ahead and get you moving. For the sake of... Sorry if the volume was loud there. I'm telling you guys, 3DS is loud. It's spooky. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the little load up for this. Ba-ba-ba-da! Also, rest in peace to the Nintendo eShop being orange. It is now officially red. It is permanent on the 3DS, though. Oh, I would love to tackle, like, Ocarina of Time 3D someday. I know we have Ship of Herkinian, but it'd be cool to tackle the 3DS version of that game one more time. I did it on my YouTube channel years ago. Alright, heading on in. Been watching her and Mike for a year, so I'm surprised you know her. Yeah! It's actually the first time I've gotten to know Jackie recently. And then with Mike, he's raided into me a couple times, but I've not, like, talked with him. I would love to talk with him, though. Really cool guy. Alright, let me go ahead. I'm going to turn the volume down to 4. Seems like Mario Kart 7's a little louder than Mario Kart DS, and that's fine. Oh, they, Mike, is in me. Gotcha. I don't know why I read in the chat he. That's my bad. No, yeah, they go by they. That's fair. Respect, respect. You remember that menu? No, that's fair. It's kind of a forgettable menu, really. Just a little bit. Gotta love the adorable cat. She is so cute. She's a very, very cool person. Absolutely. Alright. Let's go ahead and pop on into Mario Kart 7. I'm going to go ahead and, like, let this play for, like, a good second. And then we'll jump on in. The game in general is forgettable. Like, it's good. It's just, yeah, sadly, it's a little forgettable. We're going to be diving into this and kind of, you know, doing a general rundown of the game. Again, it's not a bad game. It's a really good game on lots of technicalities. I'd argue Mario Kart 8 kind of took what Mario Kart 7 had and ran with it. And then we were kind of left with, like, kind of the shell of Mario Kart 7. Would also change our category real quick. Mario Kart 7. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the plus some DS stuff in my title. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. We have moved on to Mario Kart 7. Alright. They had a really good base sense of physics to play off of. They just really fell flat in terms of the actual content. Yeah, the actual content on hand was a little flat. I would also argue the roster was very questionable. Like, they threw in a couple characters that were like, huh? You know, like, not bad characters, just kind of, like, strange. Here, let's go ahead and actually dive into this, right? Freaking Mario Kart channel being on here is insane. I believe this is somebody else's copy of Mario Kart 7 too, so I have no idea if we have everything or if we have some stuff. We'll have to take a look. Coin Runners is in this, and Battle, or Balloon Battle. Everybody always went to the Honey Hex, like, B level for the battle mode every single time. Every time I played online, it was always the course. It seems like on this file, in this game, the guy triple starred everything. I don't know if this is my copy or not. I remember getting Mario Kart 7. No, this is somebody else's copy. I had to have bought like a couple years ago. Again, I had to rebuild my DS and 3DS collection. I kind of parted ways with some stuff a while back. Let's go ahead and do... let's go ahead and do 100cc. We'll change it up a little bit. We'll do 100cc. It does seem like we do have every character, though, so that's good. So we'll be able to showcase that from the get-go. Got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Toad, and Koopa. Pretty main staple characters. That's actually the original Super Mario Kart roster, if you count Donkey Kong Jr. becoming Donkey Kong. You got Daisy, Wario, Rosalina, Metal Mario, Shy Guy, Honey Queen from Mario Galaxy, Wiggler, and you can either pronounce them Lakitu or Lakitu. I'm somebody who doesn't like to really give them a pronunciation because I feel like you get crucified for calling them whatever you want to call them. You know, it's one of those weird grounds where some people call him whatever. I'm just going to call him Cloud Guy for safety's sake. But yeah, no, so here's the thing. So Daisy, good character. Wario, great. Surprisingly, no Waluigi. Hello, J Triumph. Surprisingly, no Waluigi, even though we have Waluigi Pinball in this game, so that's very unfortunate. Or just call him Paul. True. This is just Paul's copy of Mario Kart 7, right? But yeah, no Waluigi, but we have Waluigi Pinball in the game, so that's very cursed. Rosalina, fantastic character, great addition. She should be here. Metal Mario is sentient. Metal Mario. He's not a power-up of Mario. It is a Metal Mario. They are sentient. I would say maybe closer to Smash Brothers Metal Mario, but Metal Mario and Smash Brothers doesn't have a voice. I don't really know what you want to call this. It's just Metal Mario. You got Shy Guy. He's cool. You know, he's a playable character in Mario Kart DS. And if you didn't have a copy of Mario Kart DS and you did that local online multiplayer, not online multiplayer, if you did that local play, but you didn't have a cartridge, you would have to play as a Shy Guy. So that's fair. Honey Queen. I love Galaxy, and Honey Queen's a cool character and all, but they're just such a bizarre character to have added into this game. Such a bizarre character. Not a bad character, just out of all the rosters, such a, I don't know, a sore thumb, I guess. Not an eyesore, but a sore thumb. Wiggler, who is cool. I think it's a cool racer. We do have them in the recent Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as one of the booster course characters, which is pretty neat. Again, a bit of a weird choice here, but they're neat. And then, you know, I feel like he deserves to be in this game. He's always been the camera guy. He's always been the flag guy. Let him be a racer. And then you've got whoever's me this is. Kind of looks similar to mine in a way with the glasses going on and the hairstyle. Not me. This is not me for the record, but it was whoever's me this was. So that's fun. We are going to start, obviously, with Mario, just to get us going. And this was the first game to give us kart customization. Mario Kart Wii, you had presets. This game, you have customization. This guy had the B Dasher from Mario Kart DS as his last vehicle. Maybe either for Mario or in general. So that's kind of fitting considering we just came off DS. Let's see what I want to customize, though. I'm usually somebody who likes a pretty well-rounded vehicle. Hello, Sonic Stefan. Welcome on in. I am doing pretty good. How about you? Let's see. That's the regular cart. That's the frame pipe. That one's neat. That one's pretty good. I like that one. green, Cloud, the Koopa Clown car. That looks to be like some kind of like cactus looking one. You got a boat, the barrel train, which is very cool. We'll definitely use that at some point. Yoshi, little egg vehicle. Then you got the B Dasher again. So realistically, we could go with the B Dasher and just kind of roll with it. See what we like. Could go with like wooden wheels if you really wanted to. I usually use the sponge wheels pretty often. Back on Mario Kart 8. I don't know why I just did. Got the golden wheels. He's got the golden wheels naturally. Might honestly rock the B Dasher as is, and then our glider. We'll have fun with this. Got a yellow glider. Kind of like the golden glider actually. Let's roll with that. It adds to our weight and gets rid of our acceleration, but we're gonna look cool as frick. All right, we're gonna start with Toad Circuit, Daisy Hills, Cheap Lagoon, and Shy Guy Bazaar. This is the Mushroom Cup. Without further ado, let's do it. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have a whole lot of content to it. So outside of the online multiplayer being gone and some of the battle mode and other such that you got, we're going to be going through the 8 cups, and then maybe we'll move on into like 150cc, something like that. That'd be fun. But there's not a whole lot of content here, sadly, so we'll likely have to enjoy the cups at hand. It's also crazy how 5 out of 8 of the unlockable characters are heavyweights when they took choices to make this starting roster as balanced as possible. True. Very, very good point. I actually didn't realize that, but you make a very good point. 5 out of 8 of them are heavyweights. So they are not... I mean, I guess if you're unlocking the characters at that point, you know, you've got a pretty good grasp on Mario Kart. Maybe you can rock a heavyweight at that point. Oh, hi. I'm going to go ahead and kill Luigi while I've got the chance. Coins are back. Mario Kart 7 brought back coins. So you can all thank Mario Kart 7 for bringing those back. If you like them, great. If you don't, you can blame Mario Kart 7 for bringing back coins. So, according to Way Forward, the developers of the Shantae series, like his name, may come from a city in Washington, Tukwila. Interesting. Fun fact of the day: I am so sorry for that cough. I had a very random dry cough suddenly. I'm gonna throw that. Oh, I missed it. Metal Mar. Ooh. Metal Mario throwing the red shell and it's surprisingly going right by me. I say surprisingly as I think item physics as of this point in the Mario Kart franchise was a little questionable. Especially in 8 and 8 Deluxe, but hey, I'm not complaining. I didn't get hit, so. Also, let's talk a little bit about the 3D in this game. So obviously the 3DS being, you know, pretty new at the time when Mario Kart 7 came out. I believe when Mario Kart 7 was out, the system wasn't even a year old yet. You know, the 3D was cool. I'm somebody who liked the 3D in this game. I like the 3D on the 3DS in general. So that was a cool aspect of this game. It was Mario Kart in 3D with 3D free glasses, you know. You had, like, glasses free 3D. Sorry, but that's what I meant to say. Glasses free 3D. And it was neat. It was very cool. Now, by today's standards, 3D seems to be out. I don't know if it'll ever be back in, but 3D's no longer in. 3D TVs, all that, it's gone. So, it was a really cool novelty of this game, but as you guys can see here on the capture card and on your lovely Twitch stream, whether you're watching this on a tablet, a phone, or a desktop, or whatever you're watching this on, maybe even your TV. Shout outs to my TV crew out there. If you're watching this on the TV, let me know. I love it when people tell me they're watching my stream on a TV. But yeah, unfortunately, you know, you can't see the 3D on a stream, so it is what it is. You kind of have to just live with the 2D visuals, which it's fine. This game's kind of nice in its own right. I'm going to go ahead and let that go off. The lovely Joyful Folly has given me a stretch and pause to redeem. Reminder to stay hydrated as well. Cheers. I'm going to go ahead and get a drink, and then I'll stretch real quick. Ah, drinks are nice. Drinks are very nice. All right, let me read a little bit of chat here, and then I'll do that stretchy. Also, 7, despite being in the early days of Nintendo's rough days, was the start of Mario Kart's current dominance over Nintendo game sales. True. So, most people would argue... Actually, hang on. Let me do my stretch real quick, and then I'll get into that subject. So that way I'm not holding you guys down. I got a lot to say about it. I'm glad, chat, we can, like, bounce back with cool subjects like this, though. Like, genuinely, I could talk about this stuff all day. It's really cool that I can talk about it with you guys. You're all very reasonable, and I appreciate that. Oh, I felt that in my back. My back's been killing me for a while now, but I think today was one of those days where it didn't hate me nearly as much. I'm not sure how much it's really saying, but oh, there we go. Go ahead and get that good stretch in. All right. Thank you so much for that stretch of pause redeem. Highly appreciate it. Self-care time, chat. True. Gotta have that self-care. All right. So, Yeah, no, despite being in the early days of Nintendo's rough days, was the start of Mario Kart's current dominance over Nintendo game sales. So for the most part, when it came to Nintendo, the big 3D Mario game, or big Zelda game, or Smash Brothers, that was always the big whoa of a console. These days it tends to be... Also, I just realized my 2DS is dying. I forgot to charge it from last night. But it does tend to be Mario Kart that dominates the market when it comes to Nintendo consoles these days. That's why Mario Kart World is being sold with the Switch too. I would even argue Animal Crossing is a big system seller at this point. Do expect an Animal Crossing on Switch 2 at some point, whether it's Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch 2 edition, which is possible, but I'm gonna be real with you, they're just gonna make a new one. That's my guess though. But anyways, yeah, Mario Kart seems to be the dominant IP of the Nintendo platform these days. As quoted by a certain vampire, no, it's stupid freaking gimmick, and everyone knows it. Freaking gimmicks. Nintendo's known for gimmicks, for better or worse. I do like a good gimmick every now and then, but only when it's done right. I feel like Mario Kart or / Nintendo's always been very like hit or miss, but I think for the most part I've always liked a lot of their gimmicks. I just like it when they give options. Like, you know how like, oh, there are certain Wii games where you have to have like the Wii remote. It's kind of nice when they give you a GameCube controller option. I think that should be, if you give that, I feel like more people are happy. But when it's just like, here's Donkey Kong Country Returns, Wii remote nunchuck, you got to do motion controls, go. That peed off a lot of people. Give people that option and you'll be okay. Because it would shock you to know that Mario Kart Wii, the most popular Mario Kart by several country miles, was the most recent game in the series to not be a top-selling game on its native console. Well, New Horizons had a monster sales boost by being released during the worldwide crisis that forced people to stay inside for multiple weeks in a row. And I will agree, while true, and I don't think it would quite reach that like whoa factor like it did when that part of the world happened. I don't think it would reach that level of high. I could be wrong. I don't think it would reach that level of high, but it would it holds weight now is what I'm saying because of that. I think that made it hold a lot of weight. I knew a lot of people from like my job or other jobs where they're like, yeah, I have a Switch Lite now and my husband plays on his PS5. I'm playing on my Switch and playing New Horizons. Like I'd hear that from like managers who would never give that kind of game the time of day. So I feel like a new Animal Crossing in this day and age, I don't know if it would sell as well as New Horizons, but it would definitely hold its mark on a new Nintendo console, especially Switch 2. I can guarantee you it'd sell pretty darn well. Even if it sold half as well as New Horizons, it's still pretty dang good. So that's just my 2 cents, though. Help Casey's having a meltdown over SA2 Chow Garden. Why is this, Kit? Also, tell Casey I said hi. It's good to hear from her. Let's see. Imagine if they gave the Switch and Switch 2 a 3D slider. In a perfect world, that'd be so freaking cool, though. I would love for 3D to come back. I doubt it ever will. I say this as, hey, how cool would that be, right? Like, I would love that. Want to watch a chicken nugget bark before you sleep? A chicken nugget bark. I'm curious now. What is this barking chicken nugget you speak of? Hello, Oni. Mario Kart time? Yeah, we got good old Mario Kart going on right now. That was a bad time to take a drink. Ooh, I don't think I got to read the name of this course, but this is like one of the best little courses you could have. Also, thank you for the chicken nugget. This is one of those fun days, chat, where when you threw chicken nuggets at me, it's kind of funny because that's what I had for dinner tonight. I made a whole bunch of dino nuggies. So that's canon today. I meant to throw nuggies the first time. No, you're good. I like a little bit of everything. Nuggies are good. We had some nuggies tonight. Yeah, Daisy Hills. This is Daisy Hills. I almost said that, but I was like, I don't want to be that guy to say it, and then I'm somehow wrong. Yeah, Daisy Hills. I would argue this is a really good 3DS course that I kind of wish came back. I can see this coming back in Mario Kart World and them kind of like adding on it. But, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where that game leads us with like DLC and other such. Who knows? It's not out yet, so. You'll love it, I promise. Sounds good. Zinnia, I don't think stream tonight is going to take me... I'm going to get hit by that green shell. I don't think stream's going to take me too long tonight. I feel like with Mario Kart 7, the content's only going to stretch so far. So I can see myself being done by 1 a.m., maybe 2 tops, and then I'll head on out. You are a frickin' dingling, bro. Yeah, we'll wrap up sometime around 1 or 2 in the morning. If I had to guess, maybe 1. I'm not sure, though. We'll see, we'll see. Die, Luigi. Die, Luigi. Yeah! Stick to the video regardless. It'll make you smile. That sounds good. Let's see. 3D was really divisive. My cousin thought I would go blind because I have 3DS. So, it really, like, they had that whole, like, age guide thing, too, for 3DS. They were like, if you're not a certain age, you know, you shouldn't use the 3D and whatnot, right? That being said... Oh, great heavens!
Don't let your kids watch it!
But, Robbie... You know what? You're right, though. Depending on the child, they shouldn't have the 3D slider on. You're right, Robbie. Robbie's just looking out for the kids. He's looking out for those precious eyes. Although, according to Scott the Waz's video, which I did listen to recently, he was kind of talking about how, like, the 3DS slider was like, oh, you have to be a certain age, yada, yada. You know, more than likely, kids would have been fine. It's one of those, like, Nintendo just doesn't want to get sued in the off chance it messes up one of your kids' eyes or something. But yeah, I don't think it would really hurt the eyes too much. I remember when I had the 3DS, I think occasionally it made my eyes burn a little bit, but nothing terrible. I say this, chat, as I am blind as a goat. So don't take my word for it. But hey, you know what? That's what glasses are for, baby. Yeah, there was a lot of courses from 7 that could have come to 8 Deluxe in the Booster Course Pass. But no, we needed the 8th track and a 6-wave DLC. You right, though, dude. We took up so much. We took up so much of the booster pack. Like, Wii's great, and I think they really just played on that nostalgia that a lot of people liked Mario Kart Wii. But man, they really laid into Mario Kart Wii. We're all sitting there like, what about the other things? Man, I don't know. It was good, but like it could have been slightly better. Could have been slightly better at least. Slightly is an undermining of that, but still. Also, Wild, welcome on in. It's good to see you. Yeah, we were at the age where peanut butter jars were contains peanuts label on them. True. To be fair, people sue Nintendo over the rotating of the N64 stick with their palms. So, fun fact, I was one of those people that did the whole palm thing way after the lawsuits happened, right? Like, I had to have been, like, maybe 12 or 13 when I went for the palm thing, even after all those years. And I did tear off a little bit of skin on my palm. I've heard some people have stories where, like, it gave them, like, permanent, like, scarring and whatnot. For me, it didn't, like, give me a scar, but it lasted, like, 3 months on my hand. In terms of, like, healing. I hardcore played, like, Mario Party and did that to my palm. I will say worth it. As a gamer, worth it. Frick you. I'll do what I want. Now, do I recommend it? No, don't do that. Especially with the older Mario Parties. Now, the newer Mario Parties, they don't really do that to you, really. And even if they did, you know, better control sticks these days, so you're not going to quite get that burn. The based. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. You only get to live life once, god dang it. I ain't gonna be sitting down here while everybody beats me in Mario Party when I could be rotating the joystick alongside them. I ain't losing, chief. Did I ever win? I don't remember, though, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Same have to zoom in on my tablet at church to read the screen up front? No, that's fair. I'm a blind son of a gun. Absolutely. If you don't have carpal tunnel from button mashing in older Mario Parties, you didn't go far enough into the paint. True! There you go. That's a really good way to phrase that, honestly. Were you really playing Mario Party if you weren't that lost in the sauce? Like, at that point, you were just playing it safe. You weren't going to win anyways. You were just there for the functionality of hanging out with friendos. I love hanging out with friends, but guys, sometimes it's war. I know what I sign up for when I play Mario Party. It's frickin' war, dude. I've had the luxury of winning a couple Mario Party collabs in recent. I think I've won the last 2 I've been a part of. I'm going to say that now and then get 4th next time. I will absolutely lose next time. Huh. Just waiting for your new tablet from Walmart? Heck yeah. Oh, actually, chat, I'm glad you... I was going to say, Wild, I'm glad you brought that up. So, this is going to sound really dumb. And most people... I had asked some people the other day. I was like, am I terrible for buying... So, I bought my dad's, like, Father's Day present way ahead of time. I normally don't buy it this ahead of time, right? It's in about a month and some. Mother's Day is literally within days. And I bought my dad's Father's Day present before I got my mom's Mother's Day present. The only reason why is because I have Walmart Plus and all that, right? My dad really wants Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Switch because he really likes that kind of game. He played the demo recently, but he didn't buy the game. So I got him the game off Walmart with Walmart Plus because they had a rollback sale on it where the game was $45 instead of $60. And I was like, yeah, I'll nab that up real quick. And then when Father's Day rolls around, I won't have to worry about, you know, paying full price and having to get him a gift later. On the other hand, I got my dad a Father's Day gift, and my mom, I still haven't gotten her anything yet. I'm like sitting there like, this is backwards. But hey, you know what? A deal's a deal. If you can save 15 bucks on that game and get him what he would want for Father's Day, that's a dub. I'm a little tempted to get my mom a $50 Amazon gift card, which isn't the most thoughtful thing in the world, giving it to gift card, but she's in that domain of, like, you get her a $50 Amazon gift card, she's like, yo, I can get whatever I want. Like, she likes that kind of thing. It's not quite as thoughtful, but I know for a fact she would like it. I would like to get her something in particular, I just don't know what she would want. So I'm kind of in that domain of, like, I might just get her a gift card, and, like, I know for a fact that would make her happy. It's just, I try to come up with something thoughtful. Like, last time it was her birthday, I got her something thoughtful, and she liked it. I like the thoughtful gifts, but I genuinely don't know what to get her as of right now. So I'm like, I know for a fact at least that would make her happy. It's not the most creative idea in the world, but it works. I'd rather get gift cards as a gift. I'd rather get gift cards as a gift. It's practical. True. Especially when it's on something that, like, you actually, like, you know you'll use. Like, if somebody gave me an Amazon gift card or even gave me Grubhub or something, because I use Grubhub instead of DoorDash, I'm not going to be upset with that. Like, my brother gave me a Grubhub card for Christmas, and I was like, yo, that's literally going to, like, order me some lunch or dinner someday when, like, GK's over or something. We can just hang out at home, order some food, and watch movies or something. So I appreciated that. I'm not going to be mad at that on a personal. Sometimes my family members have given me, like, eShop cards for Christmas or Steam codes or whatever the heck. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Now, what I don't like is when somebody gets you a gift card and they don't know you very well, to the point you'll be, like, sitting there like, yo, I got you, like, I'm just going to make an example. I'm not a Taco Bell guy. So somebody was like, I got you a Taco Bell gift card. I'll kind of sit there like, I guess. I appreciate it, but I guess. Like, you know, like, I don't, dang, Daniel. Did not appreciate the Taco Bell gift card. God dang. Now, just an example, though. That's unfortunately a blue shell. Back in the Mario Kart 7 days, baby. You fall in that pit. They bring you forward like that. Man, rough hours. Your phone can't handle streams and gaming, so I bought a budget gaming tablet. No, that's fair. That's completely fair. That way you're like, you can like put streaming on one and then gaming on the other. I completely understand that. Also, I did get to read a little bit of chat. Let me catch up on that. My button mashing days came from Naruto Ultimate Ninja, when you use the ultimate and your opponent compete in QTEs. Oh, quick time events. And then they beat you. They stop the attack. Gotcha. No, I feel that, dude. You freaking quick time events, I swear to God. Those are always crazy situations. Let's see here. For context, the original price of the tablet was $180 and it was half off on Walmart's app. $90 is solid. If you got a tablet for $90 instead of $180, that's a dub. That's a pretty good moment right there. Yeah, no, I'll be honest. Like, I'm not like what's the word? I'm not a person who's like, what's the word? I'm not sponsored or anything like that. So just to be clear, as this video will go up on YouTube, it's not a sponsor by any means, but I do recommend Walmart and even potentially Walmart Plus if anybody gets that, because I've got some pretty good deals when they do show up every now and then. Like I said, I got my dad a copy of Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Switch for 45 bucks, saved me about 15 bones, and it shipped pretty fast. Got it within 2 days. He'll be a happy chappy. It's pretty good stuff. I know it's not an everybody thing, but I got a pretty good deal. It also just so happens that's where I got my Switch 2 pre-orders. But you didn't need Walmart Plus for that necessarily. You could just order that and they'll get it to you June 5th. Unless you live out somewhere very unfortunate and you're getting yours like 6 days later for some reason. Which in that case, start here. Unfortunately, we have two bots fighting in the chat. So I believe Tangia bot just lost and Siri bot just lost. So we'll do a run back of the war real quick. You even bought some stylus pins for your tablet? Yo, let's go. Get those custom tablet stylus pins in. I don't know why I phrased it that way. Oh, Omega, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. Also, chat, I caved. I actually bought a Nintendo Switch 2 case. I bought a case for my Switch 2. I don't want to keep it forever. I want a case someday that is like, it looks good. Like, I wanted to have, like, Mario or Sonic or something on it, but I did cave and got a case. It's temporary. It is, I believe the brand is called J-Sox or something. But I bought a case of theirs for my Steam Deck a while back, and it's a really good case. So, temporarily for $18, I bought a case to hold my Switch 2 in, because I didn't want, like, I was going to travel with this fricker to, like, my work and everything once it's out, and I didn't really want to, like, not have a case. So I bought a JSOX case. It's very sturdy, very strong, looks very good, but I'm gonna have to use that as a temporary case. And then if for any reason, like, somebody else gets a Switch 2 and a friend was like, I need a case, I'll just give them my old case and then I'll upgrade. It might also just be a really good case, to be fair. All right, we're gonna switch it up with characters. We have 8 cups to go through, so we're gonna be a little picky with who I pick. I do like Luigi. We'll go ahead and play as Luigi. We'll change our card a little bit. You plan on buying a Switch 2 later this year if possible? Heck yeah. Oh, actually, if I may throw it out there, Wild, hopefully, fingers crossed, if this is good news in the near future of, like, you know, let's say stock is decent. Apparently, this is quote-unquote rumored. Maybe there was proof. There was a little bit of rumor in there. I believe it's been proven. But apparently, Target Day 1, Frame 1, is going to have, like, one of the Targets out there have, like, 60 Switch 2s at the get-go to buy. So, apparently they are going to be fairly stocked in some locations. Don't quote me on that, but apparently they're going to be stocked from the get-go. Will they sell out quickly? Probably. But they should be stocked out there here and there. So fingers crossed that people who don't get one from the get-go get it later. I'm going to give Luigi this vehicle. This one looks really cool. And then we'll give him some different wheels. I would like big wheels at some point, but not yet. I'm going to give big wheels like Bowser or something. You don't have a Target near you? Oh, that's okay. I'll keep you informed, though, on other, like, locations and stuff. I've been all over, like, the news and whatnot of Switch, too. So I'll let you know if there's, like, any other better hotspots for that kind of thing. The freaking small wheels, though. They're sending me, dude. Those are basic wheels, aren't they? Let's go ahead and go with these. I like these wheels. And then glider, we'll switch it up a little bit. Might as well have fun with this, right? Ooh, the bat. Oh, but this one's cute. This one's good. All right, we're heading on into the Flower Cup. We got Woohoo Loop, Mario Circuit, Music Park, and Rock Mountain. This is when Music Park was new, by the way. Crazy how that's kind of retro by today's standards. Quote unquote retro, you know what I mean. A classic course by today's standards. Because it's what? This game came out in 2000. Oh god, was the 3DS 2011 or 2012? It was 2011, right? So this course is like almost 14 years old. I'd say it's pretty old by now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Your tablet will be arriving Monday. Yo, let's go. Just gotta wait for what's tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah, you just gotta wait like 2 more days, basically. That's not too bad. You love Luigi? I also love Luigi. I love Luigi, dude. I cannot wait for the obvious Luigi's Mansion 4 we'll get in the future. So, very, very exciting. Alright, let's do it. Flower Cup, baby. Woohoo Loop. So, Woohoo Island and Woohoo Loop, these are courses that I hope return someday, some way, shape, or form. I think, ironically, these would be perfect courses to be in, like, something like Mario Kart World. It feels very open-ended. But we'll see. Again, there's going to be notorious DLC in the future, whether it's paid for or a free update. I'm not banking on it being a free update, by the way. I know Nintendo. They're going to want some of that money, eh? So, definitely expecting it to be paid for. But regardless, I would like for some DLC in the future. Hoping that we get some classic courses coming back. And even if they have to, like, rework them, I feel like a course like this would work very well in Mario Kart World. But we'll see. You gotta have the Mii's in it, though, to really sell it on being like Wii Sports Resort. And I don't know if they're dedicated enough to actually do that. Mario Kart World's being treated a little differently, I suppose. Who knows, though? Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Maybe they'll keep that game spicy. It is going to be like one of the fastest-selling games of all time, so they definitely want to keep it in good check, basically, is what I'm going to say. All right, Luigi out here doing numbers. Getting all fancy. I don't know if me doing this is... No! I got too fancy. I was really hoping that would just be the coolest move in existence.
You be Aravoy Edobalis, Talibigon Brown and Glizzly, avoid Debalis, Lauvi ye.
Sorry, I don't speak Italian. Also, I read Brown and Glizzy in there. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, Zenny. Doggo's going to get 8 hours in the slammer. But his jail cell partner is going to be Mr. Game & Watch, and he's not in a good mood. What's supposed to be a Scottish accent? I thought I heard pig Latin for a second. I feel that. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this up and then we'll get schmovin'. There we go. There's only one problem when getting a Switch 2 with the Joy-Cons don't have roll-in D-pads, so the Samurai minigame in Battle Network 5, which I have PTSD over since I couldn't beat it as a kid, is impossibly hard since you have to hit diagonals. Oh, God. I guess it really does depend. Like, yeah, because Joy-Cons and the Pro Controller are, like I said, you know, two separate things. That's a fair point, because I remember with the Joy-Cons, at least on the OG Switch, while doable for the D-pad, I don't like the D-pad on the Joy-Cons. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. But with a Pro Controller, obviously, you know, a bit of a different story. But yeah, with the Joy-Cons, it doesn't really, they're not fundamentally changing how those work this go around either. They're kind of the same in a way. Maybe like better buttons for say, like they'll be more premium, but it's still the same type of D-pad. It's not changing in that regard. I'm gonna take a gnarly shortcut real quick. Translation, you better avoid the bears. They're big and brown and grizzly. Avoid the bears, Luigi. Oh, gotcha. I read freaking Glizzly, though. Glizzly? I don't know, man. Also, I remember when they announced Mario Kart 7, this was one of the courses they showcased on it with the rose petals and such. Oh, y'all want to come after me, eh? I wouldn't recommend getting close. I'll hit you, bro. Yeah, don't even bother. Y'all tried passing me up. I'll show you what for. I'm freaking Luigi, dude. I'll show you what for. I will say this is a course I really enjoy, though. I would love to see this one maybe come back someday. But who knows? With Mario Kart World setting like a new standard for Mario Kart, I'm not exactly sure how we'll go about Mario Kart going forward. You know how in like the older Mario Party games you would go in a pipe to like Minigame Island or something? I would kind of like it, and just hear me out. Call me a basic B. But, like, I would like it if, like, a pipe took you from Mario Kart World into, like, an area where it's like, yo, this is, like, Retro Island or something, where you could have, like, retro courses, like, as is, like, barely changed, maybe reworked for, like, today's standards or something on older courses, but, like, just somewhere where you could, like, play these older courses rather than it being, like, all open world. I know that kind of defeats the purpose of the whole open world Mario Kart, but I really want some retro courses to come back, but they kind of have to fit them into the Mario Kart world. So unless they can fit into the world, they may just pass up on certain like courses, and I don't know. I kind of want some classic courses to come back, but not with the gimmick of like, oh, you have to drive to that course. Like, I kind of just want classic courses to come back as DLC. Like, they could be their own thing or something. I don't know. I'm just so used to Mario Kart giving us retro courses for so long now that seeing them being quote-unquote reworked in the Mario Kart world, like, while super cool, very, very cool, I would just like, I don't know, like what we kind of used to have as well, like a little bit of both. Like, I'm happy we're getting like a completely new, fresh game. Like, it's honestly amazing that we're getting pretty much like an all-original Mario Kart game. But at the same time, I kind of miss having like those retro tracks. But hey, to each their own. Someday we'll get Double Dash on the GameCube Online, and that'll be its own dub, you know? So, that'll be good. Yo. Oh, wait, that boost pad didn't actually get rid of the ink. I thought it would. My mistake. Maybe for the next game? That's true. I say this as like, I don't want to sound like an aging tomato. That is the weirdest thing I've ever said. But like, it took us 10 plus years to get a new Mario Kart. I don't know if I have another 10 years in me to like wait for another Mario Kart and hope that we get like that kind of thing, I guess. Like, I'll wait 10 years to get a new Mario Kart, but like, it won't be 10. It'll be like 7 or 8. But still, you know, that's a pretty good while. So I'm hoping they just more so add to Mario Kart World and give us, like, you know, new additions and whatnot for the next 7-8 years. Is it bad that I forgot Cheap Cheap Lagoon existed? Nope. That is not a bad thing. I don't blame you for Cheap Cheap Lagoon being forgotten because it's kind of a forgettable course. I would argue, and most people agree with me on this, the shipyard from this game, there's I think it's like Wario Shipyard or something. That course is so forgettable in this game. It's cool. It's a cool course, but it's kind of forgettable on a technicality. That's coming back to Mario Kart World. And everybody was like, right, Wario Shipyard. Maybe it'll like make a new name for itself in Mario Kart World, but like, I'll be honest with you, it was kind of forgettable. It's a cool course, but like, I feel like it's more so because this game is forgettable. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, you know, a lot of, like, look at this. We got Music Park here, right? Everybody thinks of Music Park nowadays for something like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. By everybody, I mean most people. I'm not going to speak for everybody. But yeah, when I think of this course, I now think of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because we had that for 10 plus years. But yeah, it's a Mario Kart 7 course, and it's a good one. It's a very fun course. There's a reason why this came back, because it's a unique course. It's got rhythm to it. It's just a very neat course. I'd argue this is one of the main staples of Mario Kart 7. Donk. Woohoo! Look at that. That shortcut's beautiful, by the way. If you know how to do that, it's very satisfying. As a music lover, this track speaks to you? Honestly, no, it's super good. It's a very good Mario Kart track. I'd argue even one of the best, especially aesthetically and music-wise. Oh, is that a blue shell I just heard? I swear to you, I heard a blue shell. I'm gonna throw a green shell back to me off chance that I'm being aimed for. Well, there's a Yoshi back there. Guess I can't let my guard down completely. Also, I've kind of went into autopilot. I feel like I've just been flapping my gums about Mario Kart and surprisingly just kind of playing in autopilot. I would also argue, and no offense to Mario Kart DS, this game, like, functions better. You know, this is coming off the hot tails of, like, Mario Kart Wii. So, Mario Kart Wii functioned better than DS, and then, you know, we've worked off that with Mario Kart Wii going into 7. So, I like DS, but it is kind of its time. It's a little aged. Nothing terrible, but I've noticed I'm playing better in Mario Kart 7 than I would in something like Mario Kart DS. This was the game before Mario Kart 8, obviously, so I feel like I'm naturally slipping into the shoes of how this game works. Whereas, like, again, Mario Kart DS, fun game. It is a little bit of its time. There's been enough time passed with DS that I feel like I can't comfortably jump in the DS and be super good at it. I can jump into this and it feels like I'm playing Mario Kart 8 still. So, I'm sure that makes sense. That's a blue shell. Oh, that side action kind of killed me a little bit. I've made a pretty good distance here, but Yoshi's not too far behind. I think for this particular run, I'm not going to take the shortcut. I need something that'll, like, solidify my victory. So we'll go ahead. I know it's a bit of a wuss situation here, but I'm not going to take the shortcut. Got to solidify my dub. Dunk. I love the shortcut, but if I fell there and Yoshi passed me, I would actually kind of cry. Don't want that this far into the cup. We're doing pretty good so far. Oh, this game was owned by Donnie. Somebody who goes by Donnie is who owned this game before. So we had Paul from Mario Kart DS. Thank you, Donnie, for your copy of Mario Kart 7. We appreciate you. All right, now we got Rock Mountain. A course that I like, actually, but a lot of people don't. I don't want to say I love this course, but I do like this course. This is something I will vote on in our Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sessions every now and then. A lot of people don't vote for this one. A lot of people don't care for Rock Mountain. I like it, though. You got a cool, like, pipe-looking background, kind of reminiscent of New Super Mario Brothers. You know, you got this cool cave with some bats in here, which the bats are now playable in Mario Kart World, so that's super cool. You got this dip of a ramp that makes it feel like a roller coaster. You glide a pretty good distance, and then you got, like, this whimsical woods over here. I don't know, there's something about it I really like. I feel like it's kind of an underrated course. This course deserves a bit more love than it really gets. So, I don't know. Justice for Rock Mountain, I suppose. It deserves a bit more love than it gets. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these bananas back here. Get that Metal Mario, yeah, baby. Also, chat, after this cup, I'm gonna let you pick which character we play as next. We're gonna do a little bit of voting. Give you guys a little whirl at who we can pick. Spice things up a little bit. Hello! Whew, that was close. That was borderline about to get me. For a second, it reminded you of Donkey Kong Country. Honestly, fair. Fair enough. And fun fact of the day, Retro Studios actually got to, like, chime in on Mario Kart 7 and got to work on the Donkey Kong level that we got. Nintendo themselves were like, yo, let's get Retro Studios who worked on Donkey Kong Country Returns to, like, make the Donkey Kong course. And it feels like it's out of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Very smart move on their part, in my opinion. You suck. I just got the green shell the second I got hit. Bro. Want me to make a poll for you? Or make a poll for it? Sure. So, actually, if you don't mind doing the vote ahead of time, that would help me out a lot. Let's go ahead and do a vote. We're going to pick between two characters, chat. I'm going to let you vote for either... We're going to make the Wiggler an option, or we're going to make Queen Bee an option. We're going to vote for Wiggler or Queen Bee. Omega, if you don't mind making that poll, I would highly appreciate you. Gotta go to bed, gotta go and get ready for bed. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Mystic. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh, I'm getting my Donkey Kong donked. Yeah, next character. Make those votes right now. Bro. Actually bypassed me, though. Imagine that. Wait, about to let that happen. Pull us up. Go ahead and vote on it. Yeah, everybody vote in chat. You guys get vote for the next character we play as for the next cup. We'll have a little bit more fun with that. I feel like I could give you guys a little bit more like jumping on things here instead of me just selecting characters. We'll spice it up a little bit. I don't get to do polls nearly as often as I'd like. Ooh, dunked my donuts. We might actually lose this. We'll have to wait and see though. Maybe I'll get a mystical item. It'll help me win. That's unfortunately a bomb. That was a really crappy bomb throw, Bowser, my guy. Alright, we got an item. Got a green shell. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no! No! That rock hit was actually super rough. That was actually rough hours. I thought I was going to go for Metal Mario when he had that Tanuki tail. This clobbered me suddenly. Thankfully, every cup we have so far has a 3-star on it already. Thank you, Donnie. So, we'll gladly take our 1 or 2 star here in a second. But, hey, it is what it is. Alright, let's see what you guys are voting on. Ooh, it's a close poll so far. Very close poll. We'll see where we go with it, though. Oh, yo, Gadworks tonight is also playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The Mario Kart kind of night. All right, we have won the Flower Cup with, it seems like 2 stars. My little mini screen is blocking it a little bit, but it seems like we got 2 stars. Yo, Genesis says, I remember I was the only one who had this game, and me and my friends, when we were younger at daycare, I let them connect to my DS to play Mario Kart, and we had a lot of fun. True, yeah, we had the local multiplayer where people can connect with one cartridge. It was very fun. Very fun little addition. Seems like Nintendo's kind of dipping back into download play a little bit with the Switch, too. I can't remember if Switch 1 does it with the recent update, but that is my brain not remembering that information. But it's kind of cool that Nintendo's dipping back into that market, so that's cool. All right, Grand Prix. We're going to go with 100cc. And it is time to pick a character. Ooh, we got more votes in. Going once, going twice. You guys got a couple seconds. Seems like I'm going to be hovering over the Queen Bee with a total of 4 votes over 3 for Wiggler. Going once, going twice. All right. Queen Bee has been voted for. Interesting, the character. Do not steal. Let's see. What kind of cart do I want to give you? You did have a bee vehicle in this game, actually. Rosalina? Oh, you know it, dude. I gotta pick Rosalina one of these days. Maybe we'll do Rosalina for the next cup, because I frickin' love Rosalina. Let's go ahead and give her... There's a bee cart. Did I bypass it by chance? There it is. The bee car, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, what kind of wheels do I want to give you, though? Got monster wheels. Handling on this would be terrible, apparently. Ooh, let's go with the wooden wheels. I feel like wooden... Well, hang on. Mushrooms, sponge. Let's go with wooden. I kind of like the wooden wheels on this one. That's... Hang on. Back up on the glider. Also, Jay Triumph. Hello. I believe I've already said hi to you, Tim. I don't know why I'm saying hi again. Hello. Hello. It's a you, and it's a me. I lost my bee. There we go. We got the bat. Hello again. Got the flower. Flower is pretty cute. We'll go with the flower. And then we got Piranha Plant Slide, Wario Shipyard, Neo, Bowser City, and Maka Woo. Very good course at the end. Rosalina's Ice World is in the next cup, so we'll definitely be picking Rosalina next. And then after that, we'll do a poll for the Shell Cup. How's that sound, chat? Alright, without further ado, let's head on into the Star Cup. Remember when you could use link cables on the GBA to play some of the same games with only one cartridge? That used to blow my mind as a kid. I remember not only the link cable back then, because that was a classic, you know, thing to have. That was how you traded Pokemon. That's how you did a lot of things, right? But I'll never forget the day the Game Boy Advance had a wireless receiver. There was this thing you'd put on the top of your Game Boy Advance, and it would, like, wirelessly trade stuff. I remember I didn't get it when I was a kid, but I remember seeing it at that point in time, and everyone going, "Ooh, wireless! Whoa!" Like that was like the biggest thing at that point in time. But everything's wireless now. It doesn't even matter. Everything's Bluetooth. Everything's wireless. It's not even like all that incredible by today's standards. But back then, a wireless receiver was like, whoa. And I'll never forget when the DS was new, and I had like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and all that. I got Pokemon Battle Revolution for the Wii. And you can, like, you know, put your Pokemon in that game from Diamond and Pearl with the DS wirelessly to your Wii. And I was like, what is this, like, sorcery? What is this magic that I'm able to do right now? I thought that was insanity back then. Again, not all that impressive by today's standards. But back then, I was like, whoa, so cool. I still kind of consider it cool, especially for the time. But again, it was very much of the time. Everything's wireless by today's standards, so it's, you know, if you were a kid today, like let's say you're like anywhere between a kid and like maybe 18, maybe 19 years old, you may not find it that impressive. Maybe a little younger. Maybe if you're like 16, you wouldn't find that impressive. But like if you're like in your early to mid 20s, you'll definitely remember a time when that was like a big whoa, you know? That was awesome. Maybe it was normal, I don't know. I'm 29, so for being 29, it was really cool to me. Maybe somewhere between 25 and 29 is that like, yeah, that's pretty neato burrito. But if you're like 20, I don't know if that's impressive to you. Good question. Probably not, and that's fair if not. I'm not asking for everyone to be impressed. Used to have one of those wireless adapters, definitely a whoa moment. Ah, lucky. I never got the wireless adapter. So, by the way, chat, you know how like the GameCube controllers come into the Switch 2 for the online GameCube support and whatnot? So I do plan on getting that GameCube controller. I wasn't sure if I was going to get it at first, but I'm going to be getting it now. I'm going to try to get it because I have one reason why, right? How many of y'all out there in chat land have, like, I feel like everybody's been in this situation, but how many of you guys been in the situation where you're a kid and you always wanted this toy or this game or something, and you didn't quite have it growing up, and you're like, man, I wish I had that growing up. I'm a little jealous of those who did grow up with blankety blank. So my cousin had a Wavebird controller for the GameCube. For those who don't know what a Wavebird is, it's a thicker looking GameCube controller that was pretty much just a wireless GameCube controller. It had a receiver and everything so you could play the GameCube controller wirelessly. That was very whoa at the time for GameCube, right? Wireless controllers were very new at that point in time, right? He had a Wavebird. I didn't. I was very jealous that he had a Wavebird. Never got a Wavebird. You know, we never got extra controllers in the household if we already had like 2, right? So never had a Wavebird. Was very jealous of him for that. The GameCube controller coming to the Switch 2, while it is just the GameCube controller, if that makes any sense. Like, oh, that was a gnarly shot. You know, it's just a GameCube controller. It's purple. It's not going to look like a Wavebird. But when you really think about it, it's a wireless GameCube controller for the Switch 2, right? Wireless. It's got the chat button. I don't really care for that. But it's got, like, you know, all the stuff a controller would have on a Switch these days. But GameCube, that's pretty much a Wavebird. That's a modern Wavebird. Just, you know, small size. It's a regular GameCube controller, but, like, not thick. But it's small, but it's wireless. It's by Nintendo. That's a Wavebird, basically. Just smaller. It's like a regular GameCube controller. So, for me, as a 29-year-old who was jealous of their cousin for having a Wavebird, that's my redemption arc right there. We get to pre-order it in like 5 days if you're one of the people who get selected by Nintendo to get, you know, a Switch pre-order. I don't even know if a Switch 2 pre-order, like if you have to buy a Switch 2 to get the GameCube controller. If you have to, then I have to wait until I think May 12th? It was May 12th or May 13th when you can pre-order one, but I'm hoping May 8th, even if I don't get a Switch 2 off their website. I would like to order the GameCube controller. If I can order one, I will feel redeemed for not getting a Wavebird back in the day. That's my adult redemption of like, yeah, I kind of wanted that when I was young. One of the other stories, I'm going to be a nerd when I say this, but it was also kind of a sad story. If anybody remembers those like dual discs back in the Yu-Gi-Oh days, where like you could actually have like a you know, the Battle City thing going on in Yu-Gi-Oh, where you'd have like the dual disc and your arm would be extended with like the whole thing and you could play your cards that way. You know, super cool like little toy accessory back then for kids. I wanted that so bad as a kid. Never got one growing up. I wanted one so badly. My parents didn't get me one. They get my cousin one for his birthday and I kind of sit there like, huh. Like, I guess I never really fought for the dual disc all that much back in the day, but I'm a little upset that, like, I didn't fight for it as hard as I could have because my cousin got one from my own parents for his birthday, but I didn't get one. And then frickin' Deku, bless their soul, loved them to bits, but they showed me on a call the other night that they still have their dual disc, and I believe Omega also has one. I'm sitting there like, Bro, I wanted one so bad. I never grew up with that. I don't want one now, though. I don't want one now. I'm not going to buy a used one that's, like, beaten up or anything. And it's also just plastic that would, like, hang around. It's not childhood for me at this point. You know, I'm not going to get one. Would you still want one, Zonic? I mean, if it was given to me, I wouldn't say no, but, like, you know, I like it. I just wouldn't willingly go out and buy one myself, because I feel like it would just be blasphemy for me to go out and buy one now. As cool as it would be to have. Distraction. Wanted one, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Was demonic, so it was a no-go. I understand. I'm gonna be demonic. Nobody gets me that dual disc. If you want, I have a Battle City dual disc I wouldn't mind giving you. Completely up to you, though. Completely up to you. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I'm gonna be 100% real with you. The only reason why I wouldn't want one is because I'm at that point in my life. I have so many doohickeys in my room that I just don't have room for big plastic like that. I know that sounds mean to anybody who likes stuff like that, but like I genuinely don't have room for like Lego sets at this point. Like I bought a couple of the Sonic Lego sets not too long ago. Like, yeah, I love Sonic Lego. Where the frick am I putting these sets? They're kind of just sitting in really weird corners of my room because I really don't have room for like big things of plastic anymore. So unless I like get another shelf or find more shelves or rooms or something, I'm not gonna really be able to hold anything extra. It's like it'll just go straight into the closet, and I feel like I don't know. I don't want to do a disservice to something that cool. It would literally just sit around. I don't want to be that guy, especially if it's like a gift. So that's just more so me being honest about the situation. Now, if I moved out and I had my own place and I had room, sure. You know, I'd have more room at that point for something like that. But in this day and age, probably not. You didn't get to duel. Kaiba, duel with me. So I can school you. Ah, Neo Bowser City. God dang this course. So Neo Bowser City is not a bad course, right? Oh, but man, for some reason on public lobbies, people voted the frick out of this course, and I don't know why. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's cool, but it's not that cool. I don't know why people thought this was like the greatest course known to man. It's really not. I'd say the song is fun, but I got sick of this course real quick in Mario Kart 8. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but like, man, this course got played to death. To death. To death, bro! Gotta say like Gandhi. I miss Clone High. I really wish that show didn't get canceled. Big Sag. Got canceled again. For the second time. Alright, we got ourselves a Tanuki tail. Don't really need it, but we'll keep it for now. We can block off like shells and frick. You find the turns in Neo Bowser City pretty tricky? Yeah, I'd say it's like definitely one of the trickier tracks, that's for sure. You gotta keep your guard up and whatnot. I don't hate this course. I think on a technicality, it's a very cool and impressive course. And it's a Bowser course. Keep in mind, this is a Bowser course that isn't a castle. Bowser's Castle. It's always Bowser's Castle. Neo Bowser City. That's pretty cool. You gotta admit. Your room is very bare in terms of merch. Have 3 Digimon posters of the first 3 leaders and their partners. Now, I understand. There was a point in my life, I would say between the age of like 13 all the way, maybe even 12 and 13, all the way up until I was about, I'm going to say 19, 20. I had a pretty bare room, all things considered. I always looked at people who like collected things or had like really cool game rooms. I always envied people who had stuff like that, but never could get it myself. Just, you know, never had the money for that kind of thing. But now as an adult and over many years and being given gifts and, you know, going to conventions and stuff like that, you know, now that I'm 29, I'm at a point, I have a lot of doohickeys in my room. It costed a lot of money. I'm sure there was a lot of sacrifice. And I'd also argue half of it's BS, you know, stuff you don't really need in your life. I value, like, my vinyl records and a couple other things, but otherwise, like, you know, having figurines and stuff is very much just extra. It's a very extra thing to have. You don't really need most of that stuff. As cool as it is. Like, once you actually have a point in your life where you have all those things, you kind of just mellow out on buying a lot of things like that. You're kind of like, yeah, that's neat, but I'd rather buy, like, if you told me right now I could go out, spend 80 bucks and get like a nice little statue, or I could get like really cool groceries. I'd rather go out and get like some groceries for myself. I know that sounds like the most adult thing in the world, but like if you have good money and you can buy food that you like, you know, get the food you like. I'd rather like buy the food that supplies me as a person, like makes me feel good, and then I get to like stream for you guys, and I can stream feeling good about myself, knowing I had a really nice meal or something. I'd rather do that than to like buy figurines, eat nothing but ramen, and feel like crud. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather kind of try to take care of myself than to just buy a bunch of trinkets. I say this as I still love buying trinkets. I bought some Kirby figurines recently that I very much loved. Also, hi honey, it's good to see you. I love you very much. Ba, 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 ba. Hope you're doing well. We're having pretty good fun here playing some Mario Kart 7. Playing as Queen Bee. Hello, you're doing great, hon? Thank you, I appreciate you. It's always good to see you in the chat. I love how, like, when it comes to my chat, everybody says hi to the lovely GK. It's very heartwarming. Alright, we got Maka Woohoo. Again, they had a lot of these, like, Wii Sports Resort courses in Mario Kart 7, and I feel like, outside of, like, a couple bangers of courses in this game, I feel like the Wii Sports Resort courses really kind of give this game a bit more, I don't know, personality? Hello to the lovely GK, and hello to Adara. How's it going? Welcome to Woohoo Island. I hope you enjoy your stay. Enjoy the hot tub, everybody. And also enjoy that red shell. Me. Yeah, surprisingly, you can play as Queen Bee from Mario Galaxy in this game for whatever reason. But it's weird. It's a very strange choice, but it's cool. Questionable, but it's cool. Hut. Hut. Yahoo! Oh, okay. Okay. I'd rather sip on the banana than fall into the pit. I'll cry if I fall into the pit. Somebody in my chat, I forgot who it was necessarily. Forgive me for forgetting, but somebody in my chat yesterday said a Wii Sports Resort stream would be pretty baller. And I was like, you're right, though. I should definitely look into doing that someday. That'd be pretty cool. You know, singing in the shower is pretty fun until you get shampoo in your mouth, and then it's just a soap opera. God dang it! Curse you! Curse you! The puns are real with this one. The puns are real. The puns stay strong, chat. The puns stay strong. Throw that banana peel backwards. And these are like original like jokes too that I've never heard before, and I very much appreciate that. I feel like you always get the ones that you always hear. The 3DS amazed me when I first got console quality games on the go, and now we have Switch. True. This was the tail end. Sorry for pausing, but so I can think straight. This was the tail end of portable, like, you know, Nintendo handheld gaming and whatnot before, you know, everything became hybrid. So this was like, whoa, like quality back when the 3DS came out. Like, it wasn't perfect, but like, man, it was a beautiful handheld with like Ocarina of Time getting remastered, Star Fox 64 getting like a remaster. You know, Mario Kart 7 looked wonderful on the go. It had 3D visuals. It was so cool. And I still very much appreciate this form of gaming. Do we have it better these days? We do. We do. I was literally telling my dad earlier, I said, with the Switch 2 coming out and, you know, being able to play games like Madden and whatnot on there, like, he likes Madden, he likes sports games. I said, this is like, if you ever get a Switch 2 someday, and you know how you like Madden, Dad, you can take that on the go. Like, outside of a couple different outlets, this is the best way that you could, like, play a game like that on the go. You couldn't really do that all that much after all these years. Sure, you could do a Steam Deck, sure, you could put some Madden games on there, I'm sure. But, like, for, you know, the casual consumer, like, somebody like my dad who's just gonna, like, buy a console, call it a day, you know, he can play stuff like that on the go now, like, at a really good quality, possibly even, like, 4K and all that. And that's amazing. But you really couldn't do that for, like, the longest time. And we're finally getting into that domain where we can. Also, look at the squad pulling up. Yellow gang, look at them go. You love to see it. Yeah, that was a pretty good cup. I like that cup. I'd give that cup a 3 stars out of 3 stars. Alright, that one's finished. We are now moving on to... We're going to be playing as Rosalina, by the way. Saw someone in chat earlier, I think it was Yoshiman, saying something about Rosalina. We'll go ahead and hit up the lovely Rosalina. With Rosalina's Ice World being our Internex Cup. So there she is, Space Queen. Let's go ahead and change her vehicle a little bit. The birthday one seems pretty cute. So we'll go ahead and go with that. And then for wheels, see if we can get something that works well. All the small ones are hilarious, though. You know, let's go small wheels. We don't really get the chance to do that one too often. Also, Ari, welcome on in. It's good to see you. How you doing today? The flower. Not a whole lot of gliders, actually. We shall go with the regular glider. We got DK Jungle, Rosalina's Ice World, Bowser's Castle, and Rainbow Road. Keep in mind, Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road. One of the best Rainbow Roads in the entire franchise, in my opinion. We were kind of talking a little bit about that earlier. That was like my second favorite, but it's also... I say that as 8 Deluxe's version of Mario Kart. Rainbow Road on Wii was just... Sorry, that was a mouthful, but Rainbow Road Wii on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is my favorite. But 7 is super good. Good to see you too. Doing alright, just finished a game I never played before. Was a fun experience. Heck yeah. You'll have to let us know what the game was called. Ice does look like a nice alternative for Rosalina's element. True. Yeah, Daisy's got that like warm vibe. Peach has the pink like... I don't know if almost a cotton candy, like rose petals kind of vibe. Spring type vibe. And then you got like Rosalina with that icy vibe. Cold space, if you will. In the most good way possible. Mega Man The Wily Wars. Ooh. Basically 1 to 3 on the Genesis, but it was with a twist at the end. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh! This is, in my opinion, one of the best courses in the entire game. I love this course for the longest time. I think it's dialed down for me a little bit because 8 Deluxe we've had the same courses for so long. But the Donkey Kong course in this game is one of my favorites out of the entirety of Mario Kart 7. Absolutely. And again, they brought Retro Studios in here to work on this course. And I'm like, we have so good when playing Battle Network Legacy Collection. Just I want two Battle Network 6, but the other version. Just press Y and it's there. Amazing. Heck yeah. Hope I understood that. Reading wise, I might have butchered it a little bit. I love how 3DS Rainbow Road looked in 8. The way the road looked like it was made of water and light, like an actual rainbow. True. It's very beautiful in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Absolutely. Even though stars could not be hotter. True, though. Yeah, stars are hot as crap. Fireballs. I think this is the only other Mario Kart I never got to play besides DS. So you missed out on... I don't want to phrase it this way to make you feel bad, because genuinely, like, anything that was good in DS and 3DS, a good chunk of it has been put into Mario Kart 8 and whatnot. Maybe even in Mario Kart World with, like, Wario Shipyard and all that. But... yeah, you kind of missed out on the best of Mario Kart handheld. If you played Super Circuit but missed out on DS and 3DS, it's like, oh man, that's like playing like missing out on 2 of the goods and 1 of the meh of the handhelds. If you played all the console ones, yeah, you're fine. You know, you played the better ones anyways. Console Mario Kart has always been where it's been at. But yeah, no, like something like Wario Shipyard is in this game. Kind of a forgettable course in Mario Kart 7 on a technicality, because this game is kind of forgettable, sadly, on a technicality. But now we're getting that course in Mario Kart World, so we'll be able to enjoy Wario Shipyard with Pirate Wario being a costume in that game. So that's going to be just peak action. Don't feel bad. I think the DS/3DS, I only touched the Mega Man's Pokemons. That's fair. I'd argue for a lot of people who grew up with DS. I wouldn't doubt like a lot of people grew up with like, oh god, dare I say like your cartoon TV movie tie-in games for kids. You know, your like, I don't know, SpongeBob games and Drawn to Life, and I'm not trying to make fun of these for the record. But like SpongeBob, Drawn to Life, I'm trying to think of some other stuff. Pokemon and your Nintendogs. You know, the DS really hit a casual market there for a while. A lot of hardcore gamers too, but like, you know, it was for a very casual market, along with the Wii. The Wii was a very casual market. So you had a lot of like fluff in there. Not calling Pokemon fluff, by the way. It's just, you know, everybody nearly played Pokemon. But you'd have like Nintendogs, Drawn to Life, a lot of kiddie type stuff. And again, the console was kind of aimed towards kids for a while there, because a lot of kids had a DS. So yeah, a lot of people didn't really grow up with like all the AAA Nintendo games, because maybe you were out there playing, you know, some of the side stuff. And that's fair. The DS had a wonderful library. I was somebody who had mostly the like streamlined Nintendo games with the occasional like Sonic game. Go figure, right? Sonic game, Pokemon. Obviously, I had Pearl growing up. Black and White. I think I had Black. I kind of just played stuff like that. Yeah. Never played a lot of the spin-offs on DS. I never played Pokemon Totsure or however it was pronounced, or never played Pokemon Rangers or anything like that. I always played just or Mystery Dungeon. Never played those. Always just played like the mainline Pokemon games and called it a day. Unfortunately, on a technicality, Pokemon on the DS, that's kind of where my love for Pokemon, I fell out. I fell out of love with Pokemon during the DS era because of Gen 5. Not a bad game. I think there was something about me that was just like, I'm above Pokemon. Too good for this franchise. I'm done. I don't know what it was. It was that moody teenager. It's like, Pokemon, frick that. Ice cream cone Pokemon? Nah, I'm moving on. I had this big ego at that point. But no, I definitely hope we get some Gen 5 remakes in the future so I can give that a proper whirl. I feel kind of bad dipping out of Pokemon during Gen 5 because a lot of people love Gen 5. And I felt kind of bad dogging on it for the longest time. If only had a way to play those Pokemon Rangers games. That's true. We do have a DS layout, and Omega did send me some of those games, so that's good. Last Pokemon game you liked was Black and White. No, that's fair. In all honesty, that was kind of the end of an era. Because once you entered the 3DS era with Pokemon, you know, for better or worse, things changed. Some people didn't like the 3DS Pokemon games. Some people don't like the Switch ones. I'm in the boat of, I think the 3DS Pokemon games, you know, say what you will. I think it was the weakest era for Pokemon. Sorry. You know, Gen 6 was kind of whatever. Gen 7 was, it was okay, I guess. You know, but then Gen 8 and 9 were on the Switch. And I did like the Switch era Pokemon. I know not a lot of people do. I got back into Pokemon during the Switch era, so I guess it's one of those, like, I'm just glad to, like, be back into it, I suppose. So my standards weren't very high. So a lot of people don't like Sword and Shield. I did. I don't say, I'm not going to go out of my way and say I loved it, but I did like it. And then Scarlet and Violet, I very much enjoyed. People dogged on it for the glitches and the frame rate and all that kind of such. That being said, it's getting an update for the Switch 2. If it fixes the frame rate, we are in Fat City. I don't think that'll necessarily fix the glitches, but I don't know. That part's not going to bug me. I'm still going to enjoy that game very much. I might even do a secondary playthrough. If the update actually gives it like perfect frame rate and all that, I'll be very happy. Give us 4K Scarlet and Violet. That would also just be sick. Not banking on it, but it would be cool. To hold us over until we get a legitimate new Pokemon game. Minus Pokemon ZA being like, you know, it's a legitimate Pokemon game, but I mean like an actual like Gen 10 Pokemon game, if that makes any sense. So, I haven't played Pokemon Black and White, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Same. I mean, granted, I did play it, but like, I want to give it another shot. Absolutely. I'm definitely going to have to check. I'll go back to Violet when the Switch 2 comes out. So I got the newest DLC to play with. Yeah, got some DLC. Wouldn't hurt to dip back into that, given the updates and whatnot, so... No! That was the cheapest second place I've gotten today. Wow. Be that way. Be that way. We're tied now. Peach doesn't like being number 2. She wants to be number 1. She's got that Mario syndrome. That's okay. We're just playing for fun. Let's see. Time to get my Primarina to become a menace. Ari, you'd be happy to know that I got one of the special cards for Primarina on Pokemon Pocket the other day. I took a screenshot of it, but I did get one of the special cards in the newest pack, so I'm pretty happy about that. I thought about you when I got that card. I didn't mind Sword and Shield, however. I wasn't a fan of being a background character until the end confrontation. You know, fair. No, that's fair. I'd argue Pokemon Story and Sword and Shield was kind of okay. Sword and Shield had an okay story. Like, I don't really play Pokemon for story. For the most part, I'm just that guy. I say this as, in my opinion, Scarlet and Violet story, especially with the post game. I'm not even a post game Pokemon guy. I played post Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It was good. It was very good. I love the post game in Scarlet and Violet. Say what you will, but I did very much enjoy it. It captivated me, absolutely. Ooh. Still aiming for that. I got Popplio and Brion. Lucky you. Also honored that you thought of me. Yeah. I mean, you're the person I think of when it comes to that Pokemon, because I know like that's like your favorite, or at least like that's like your like an aesthetic you aim for. So how can I not think that, right? I wonder what Pokemon people think of me Like, when they think of me, when they see a Pokemon, what they think of me. Probably Gengar, because I always proclaim Gengar as my favorite. Yeah, Gengar. Fair. I kind of put that out there enough. Gengar is definitely my little rep. We love Gengar in this household. I swear to you, somebody in my chat, this had to have been like weeks or months ago, somebody was like, oh, if you were a Pokemon, I could see you being like a blank Pokemon. I forgot which one it was. But I just remember being flabbergasted, like, you think of this as my Pokemon? Like, bro, I don't even think I remember. I don't even think I knew what Pokemon they were talking about. I was like, nah. And Gengar for GK. GK, I think of a couple Pokemon, if I'm being honest. I don't know if there's, like, I think of, like, truth be told, I think of Mimikyu when it comes to GK, only because when I met her at the convention that I'm going to here in a few weeks, she had a Mimikyu cosplay going on. She didn't wear it that day, but she told me about how she had a Mimikyu cosplay. And I don't know why, but that being one of the first early memories of me talking with her, I remember that conversation. So I think of, like, Mimikyu with her. I think of Rockruff a little bit. Rockruff's definitely one of the Pokemon I think of when it comes to her. Gotta get out my little Tanuki tail here. Back away, beast. I love the Tanuki tail in this game. Say what you will, but it's a cute little item. Honestly thought of Jolteon and Gengar for GK. Jolteon's a fun one. Funnily enough, Jolteon's my favorite of the evolutions. So Gengar and Jolteon are very much down my alley as well. I have a little Jolteon figure I got from New York last year. Very fun little character. Actually nicknamed your shiny Gengar after you in Pokemon Rogue. I named some of my Pokemon after some friends. Aw, that's sweet, actually. I do that too when I can help it. Actually, Dragonite for you. We love Dragonite in this household, though. Let's go. I'm all for it. Delibird, too, if anybody remembers me liking Delibird. I don't quite put it out there nearly as much as I'd like to, but I do love me a good Delibird. I'm a very big Gen 2 guy. You can imagine a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon up my alley. I love Ash's Gengar in the anime. It was so cute and powerful. Oh, wait. I think I said all this before. You might have, but that is okay. We do love Ash's Gengar. I'm also just a Gengar, like, fan in general. Also, I don't know if you would noticed above my head in chat, but see that heart that's in Ari's comment? I don't know why, but with the Twitch layout, emotes, I guess, are bigger in the chat box, but that's a big heart. That's a big fart. That's a big fart heart. There was this quote I saw the other day where it was like, live happy, fart hard. And I was like, you know what? Sure. Why not? That sounds like you can live a pretty good life. Live happy, fart hard. Remember, chat. Or there was a quote I also liked a while back where it's like, if people talk behind your back, fart on them. I was like, yeah, let's go. Frick 'em. Gotta go to Expo and make someone pull my finger now. Too late. I've already done it. In this room with the windows rolled up, you're all gonna suffer now. I am definitely the product of my father, and I will not apologize. I will not apologize. It's written in... Yo, peak Mario Kart 7. Get ready, chat. This is it right here. This is where it originated from. Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road in the Special Cup. This made its way into Smash Brothers for 3DS. Unfortunately, not coming back for Ultimate, but did come back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Without further ado, let's hit up some Peak. God, oh, just the 1 second of music. I apologize, chat, if my chicken nugget has touched you. I will not elaborate. I actually had chicken nuggets tonight, so that's accurate-ish. I'm done with this conversation now. Space Mother! Space Mother! Space Mother. We love Rosalina. Dude, I can't wait to play as her in Mario Kart World as well. Alongside Pauline! I'm dead. That meme was in my head when I was sleeping. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Was my chicken nugget touching you? That also kind of haunts me, if I'm being honest. And I'm the one who voiced it. I think it haunts me because it's somebody else's face. Even though I voiced for it, it's somebody else's face. That haunts me in its own right. Unfortunately, Butthole for Rain's over here throwing a red shell at me. Do not appreciate this. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Do. Da, 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 da. God, I couldn't ask for a better course right now. Peak. Like, legit, I don't know, man. I don't know. I said Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road is my favorite for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but, like, ooh, I don't know, man. Mario Kart 7's pretty frickin' peak. I don't know if I can pick one realistically. This one sends my soul to infinity and beyond, and you know that's a serious conversation right there. Ah, it's a blue shell, unfortunately. And go ahead and stop right there. There you go. Keep that momentum. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to keep that. I thought that was like big brain move. All right, you want that blue ramp? Don't fall for the orange. Go for the blue. You'll fly off of it. In my brain, I always think it's like the orange that'll send you, but you need that blue if you want to ramp off and fly. There you go. Remember, blue. All right, we're on that home stretch. Unfortunately, Peach and Koopa are not too far behind. That makes me oddly uncomfortable. That ramp right there, you could actually go for a shortcut if you really want to. I don't believe that's in the 8 Deluxe version, so. All right, we did win with flying colors. Unfortunately, not a perfect score because Peach for Brains decided to pass me up on Rosalina's Ice World very last second. The only course I didn't get first place on, ironically, was Rosalina's Ice World. Got second. Ironic, really. Peach didn't like the Rosalina taking that much fame up. However, even though Koopa was near the end of that race, it seems like Wario has taken the 3rd spot. Fair enough, honestly. Oh yeah, Wario time. I did not mean to skip that. I'm so sorry. All right, we got ourselves the Special Cup. We got 2 stars. Yeah, because I unfortunately lost at Rosalina's Ice World. Fair enough. Do we get credits? We do. The very strong saxophone. Hot diggity dog. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 2DS down for a second as to give my hands a break. As much as I love the DS and 3DS, my capture card with my 2DS is very uncomfortable to hold after a while, so I'm gonna take a slight break from holding that sucker. Whew. Alright, we're halfway through Mario Kart 7 on a technicality. We've gotten through half the cups. We're going to be doing another 4 cups here in a bit. As to if I will continue further beyond those 8 cups, we'll see. Unfortunately, the online does not exist anymore, so we're kind of limited. Just played my first game of Fortnite in literally over a year and finished 27th in solo no build. That's not too terrible, actually, considering you're getting back into the swing of things. It's not too bad. Oh my god. So there's this website I like buying t-shirts from called The Yeti, and these shirts only last 24 hours. Chat, they showed a preview for tomorrow's t-shirt. I gotta show you the t-shirt. I'm gonna get this t-shirt. I'm actually getting this t-shirt. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. Guys, you gotta see this t-shirt. It is Cell effing ballin' on Gohan. I need this shirt. I need this shirt so bad. Oh my god, they did it. They frickin' did it. It's Cell ballin'. I need that shirt. I might even get a tank top in it. Well, I'll probably get it in tank top form, if I'm being honest. Holy frick. Oh my god, that shirt goes hard. They only last 24 hours for the record. Technically 48, but 24. Ooh, they had this Half-Life shirt today, but I don't think I care for the background. And then they have another shirt coming out. I think it might be Sailor Moon related. Or it could be another game. I'm not sure. Let me double check. Sailor Pluto. Yeah, I don't really care for that shirt on a personal. Sailor Moon's fun, but... Can you link the site? Yeah, I got you. Dude, I love the Yeti. If you ever want a good spot for t-shirts, highly recommend the Yeti. I'll go ahead and throw it in the chat. This is for anybody out there who wants the link to the website. Where's the link? I sent it down below in the Daily Tea section. Luigi is ballin'. Luigi's ballin'. I also need this shirt. It'll be available here in about 30 minutes. They'll update at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard. So it's not up yet. Give it about 30 minutes. The shirt will be up. Cell ain't there? Yeah, no, not yet. Not yet. You got to give it about half an hour. It'll be up in about half an hour. They always go up at 1 a.m. my time. So give it like 30 minutes, chat. That t-shirt will be up. If you don't live in the U.S., I don't know if it becomes difficult to get one, but I don't quite remember if the Yeti sells outside of the U.S.
Listen up and don't ignore me like you all always do. The FitnessGram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds.
Dang.
Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. Ah! Single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line and run as long as possible.
Thank you, John Albert Wesker, for that. Highly appreciate you. Also, saying here's the link if you need it. There you go. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I need this. Insanity. Well, I was gonna go get a drink during my break, but I think I'll survive. I still have a drink left. I just get into that into the drink. That is not me in the middle, for the record. That is somebody who goes by the name Donnie. This is Donnie's cartridge that I bought it off of, so thank you, Donnie. Everyone say hi to Donnie in the middle. Hi, Donnie. With a little Nintendo in the bottom right corner. It's very fun. I'll have to find a way to either minimize my chat or change up the 3DS screen, but my chat is laying over the 3DS screen a little bit. Nothing bad, but definitely need to fix that when I can. But my 3DS layout might also change depending on the game I'm playing. Got yourself a Pepsi Zero Sugar. Yo, let's go. Imagine them coming up with a drink that's like Pepsi all sugar. Somebody goes to drink it and they just fall over. Like, too much sugar. You can't shrink yourself? I could shrink myself. Not that I'm, like, I know I'm covering chat on a technicality, but there's a reason why I keep my character big on the screen, if I'm being honest. It seems to be a VTuber thing that a lot of people are doing these days. Not that me covering the chat is productive, but you'll have to just take my word for it. We got Grand Prix, so we're going to jump back into this. And we're going to do, yeah, because yes, exactly. So, we are going to select Metal Mario. Metal Mario. Alright, in terms of Metal Mario, we'll give you the frame pipe. We'll give you a classic little cart, maybe with the golden wheels. And we'll go with this glider. Oh, actually, you're set. Oh, I take that back. Your settings are dog water with the golden wheels. Yeah. Let's see what I can get you here. Mushroom wheels. Not a whole lot of options, realistically. We'll go with this one. The Mario is so metal.
Jimbo, that Burgessy gonna make me act. Oh, why?
That Burgessy.
That Burgessy better not be ducking me away.
I'm fairly confident Hugh Neutron halfway through that moaned for the Burgessy. I'm convinced. We got the Shell Cup with Luigi, Raceway, Bowser Castle 1, Mushroom Gorge, and Luigi's Mansion. 2 Luigi courses on the Shell Cup. Kind of an honor, actually, for Luigi. But we're playing as Metal Mario, so let's do this. Ah, yes, the one game we all played so we could fill up our Mii Plaza more and more. True, though. Very true. I miss Street Pass, chat. I miss Street Pass. Street Pass was so cool. We lived in a time once. Da-da-da-da. My brain cells go on vacation with each mention of the word Burgessy. I'm trying to remember who came up with the word Burgessy. I think it was technically Omega. Omega wrote it in one of the little call chats we had. And I ran with it. Called it the Burgessy. Hi at me. True. When I noticed that that's what you called it, I lost my first brain cell. Honestly, after all these years, that's a miracle. I've lost a many brain cell for many of time. As you can tell, my English is peak. Alright, we got Luigi Circuit here from Mario Kart 64. I love Mario Kart 64 a lot. It has aged, unfortunately, but I do like Mario Kart 64, at least for nostalgic purposes. Luigi Circuit, while a very simple course, still very much love this course. Classic of classics. The fact that we've had Mario Circuit and Luigi Circuit for so many years, but we're finally getting a Mario Brothers Circuit is kind of insane to me. Took this many years to get a Mario Circuit. Let's go ahead and throw back a green shell. Was this the first game to give us, like, can we look back? Oh, God. Was that motion controls? Jesus Christ. That's, oh. Okay, that's motion controls. Nah. That was, with a capture card, that's a no-go. I'm gonna be real with you. Not with cords attached to my computer. That was actually kind of insane just now. I'll give you guys that first-person view. Oh, God. I guess freaking A. The way I'm holding my 2DS, I crashed out terribly. Oh, that was awful. You want to find interesting? There's no IRL Mario Kart.
All right, Zombo, that's enough. Talk about the Borgasy. It's time we get back to the Kartasy.
It's time to go back to the Kart SC. Shove that motherfucker in that pipe. I will say, Ari, there is Mario Kart at the Nintendo World theme park.
Zach,
You don't get the drive,
your
but it's like
help.
a ride.
My sprinkler is acting strange. I don't know what's up with it. It keeps making sounds like this, and then comes back like. Are you able to find the issue?
Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the issue, but like, man, your sprinkler sounds like it's botched. Are we going to go do those? Possibly. I would assume we are. Again, it's not Mario Kart where you get to like drive, but you do get to like go on a ride. It's supposed to be like this magical ride. Super cool. Dang, this be some nostalgia. Hello, Venus-Cyan. Well, come on in. We do got that nostalgia kicking in right now. That's scary. A little bit. I think that sprinkler should not be screaming like that. Probably not. I could hire a couple of plumbers that would probably know how to fix it. More than likely. I don't know if I could fix it, but I think I can hire the right fellas for the job. Alright, we're heading on into Bowser Castle 1. I think this one came back for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is like one of the Bowser Castles that came back. God, I am looking forward to the new Bowser Castle, but I've also heard some people have like criticism saying like it looks kind of just okay. So I won't know until we play it, but I've heard the new Bowser Castle is like kind of just okay. There's technically an IRL Mario Kart in Mario World. True. Very true. Which we'll be getting pretty darn soon. Pretty darn soon. But it's more a dark ride. True. Yeah, you're kind of like you're in the dark. You're traveling through some like Mario Kart course stuff. You don't really get the drive. You kind of just sit there as you quote unquote Mario Kart ride. It's still cool though. It's still really cool. Like in a perfect world, you'd have like Mario Kart bumper cars somehow in real life, but there's no way where you could do a Mario Kart IRL without it just be go-karting. And people are going to obviously try to ram into each other, it being Mario Kart. And if anybody's ever done go-karting before, you're not supposed to ram into people. It's very much against the rules because you can like get somebody hurt and whatnot. Obviously, Mario Kart, it makes sense. You're trying to go after people, but you know, IRL, you're not supposed to crash into other people's cars. It's a very bad idea. So, as cool as that would be IRL, just nah, that's a bad idea. Somebody's going to jokingly say, why not? Where's the fun in that? And to that I say, good luck with that. There's a Mario Kart home circuit that came and went. True, I own it. And let me tell you, it's in the corner of my room on a shelf. And it's been there. It sure has been there. I have a very carpeted house, so we don't have a lot of like floors I can really run it well.
Let me try that again. Okay, my throat hurts.
But the sprinkler system might work now. That sounds like it's running normally. Ooh, nice block. Honestly, the best Mario Kart ride I have done is a track ride known as Wild Woody. It's a very fun ride. I remember going on it every time I'm on vacation. Funnily enough, Wild Woody is a Sega CD game that I think of. That's what comes to mind when I think of Wild Woody. That sounds like not a roller coaster. I'm sorry. It sounds like a thing you could actually do at an amusement park. That sounds fun. Or like at a place where they just have that kind of go-karting. It's pretty fun. It is? Yeah. Alright, I got Mushroom Gorge from Mario Kart Wii. I am a fan of Mushroom Gorge. I think in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe it's pretty good. Let's see how it holds up in Mario Kart 7. I think it runs probably about the same. We'll see here, though. Yeah, I remember getting Mario Kart Home Circuit, I think for Christmas one year. My folks got me Mario Kart Home Circuit. And I think they had Mario, but Luigi was sold out or something. I wanted Mario, though, so that worked out. But they decided to get me that as a gift like a good couple years back. And I liked it. I kind of chased the dog with it a little bit. Like, not terribly, but just kind of like, you know, rolled it around him a little bit. And he was like, I don't like that. Alright. I didn't bug him for very long. I just wanted to see how you'd react. He'd sniff it and be like, nah. Luigi is best, though. We do love Luigi. I'm a Mario guy over Luigi, but I do love both of them. Very much love both Mario and Luigi. I'm kind of tired, like, on a personal, I'm not gonna, like, complain here when I say this. People can like Luigi over Mario or vice versa. But I'm really tired of people saying Luigi's the best, Mario has no personality. I'm kind of over that personal conversation. Like, Mario's got his own personality, especially in other games and such. Either A, you haven't played them, or B, you know, you want deep connections in these Mario games, which, you know, we do get those every now and then, but, like, calm down, bro. It's a Mario game. Typically, we're not here for, like, the deeper connections. We're here for a fun, chill time. I don't know why people expect, like, Sonic levels of, like, personality in Mario games sometimes. I feel like you get the occasional, like, oh, Mario and Luigi have more personality in, like, an RPG or something. So heaven forbid the second Mario is, like, simple and wahoo and hee in a platformer or a kart game, and it's automatically the end of the world that Mario isn't giving, like, complete and utter expressions, like, all the time, like, just unique expressions. I'm sure Mario Kart World's gonna add to that a bit, but I don't know. People dogged on Mario for far too long for being quote-unquote basic, when he's supposed to be kind of like, you know, a simple symbol of happiness and cheerful times. Luigi was quote-unquote the fraidy cat. That's what made him kind of, like, unique and special in its own right. I just feel like people dogged on the whole, like, oh, Luigi's the best, Mario kind of sucks. Like, dude, Mario's the face of this franchise. Don't dog on him. Don't dog on Mario. Luigi's awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Luigi to bits. Like, don't you dog on the face of, like, not only Nintendo, but, like, the Mario franchise. We wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for him. When does easy become an issue? True. Yeah, I feel like people just want something to complain about at day's end. We live in a society. Go figure, right? Again, if somebody's like, yo, Luigi's better than Mario, I like his personality more, fair. I respect that. Luigi does have a bit more going for him. Bottom text. Okay, but when are we getting top text? One of these days, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to pop off on that. I'm a very passionate fella of Mario and Luigi and just the Mario franchise as a whole. And I just feel like, you know, there's just a lot of complaining in the Nintendo sphere of things anymore. Just had to pop off for a second. Wonder if they've ever seen and heard of the Mario the Music Box, but then again, might not be recommended for kids. I don't know if I've heard of Mario the Music Box. Not 100% sure if I've heard of that one. Came to an interesting discovery when playing Metroid Prime 3 yesterday. I got to the final boss of the first planet you go to and was starting to get frustrated by how it was smacking me around. So as soon as I figured out how it worked, I died on purpose, went back with the I understand it now mindset, locked the frickin' sped ran that in under 5 minutes. Yo, good gaming though. Honestly, there's no shame in doing stuff like that anytime too, because I've had times where I'm like, oh, I get this now, but the run so far is not very good. Let's roll that back. And it feels so much better. Like, you go back in, you just absolutely kick butt. It's very, very fun.
The day we get top text,
no!
Sam is no longer a bottom, so never.
Oh, we're never getting that then. Yeah, that's confirmed. We'd have a higher chance of getting Half-Life 3. Or GTA 6 releasing. I'm sorry, I'm not very funny. I'm gonna be real with you. Recommended Mario the Music Box, although a fan project kind of game, is awesome. It's been remastered and has an arc. That sounds fun. I definitely have heard of it. I just don't know if I've ever, like, I don't think I've ever played it, but I have heard of it in passing. We do like the occasional Mario fan project. Yeet. TLDR, most of my time in Metroid Prime games has mainly been from having fun instead of actually trying. No, that's fair. That's completely fair. I've been loving Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I know I've been a very big complainer when I play that game, just because I feel like I'm very bad at it. But I think at days that I'm very much appreciating Metroid Prime Echoes, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Sorry. Or Silksong actually re-releasing, or sorry, releasing. I don't know why I said re-releasing. Holy frick, that's a curse thing to say. No, yeah, Silksong releasing. Eventually. Apparently, we're supposed to be getting that pretty darn soon. Also, you have yourself a good night, Adar. Thank you so much for being here. Highly appreciate you. Ba, 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 wow. Bro. Thank you. Mile lap. Yeah, we're on lap 2. Okay, we're okay. Still too early to call it here. Lay throw. Could use some more coins, to be fair. I need that top speed, yo. Which, fun fact of the day, for those who don't know, in Mario Kart 7 and 8, and 8 Deluxe, whatever you want to call it, You can only hold up to 10 coins, right? In Mario Kart World, we can now hold up to 20 coins. I'm sure there's reason behind that. I think it gives you like a higher speed even before, like, with how 10 gave you more. 20 is supposed to be like even more and more. We'll see though. I don't quite remember the logistics behind 20 coins in Mario Kart World. Somebody made the joke that in Mario Kart World we have 20 coins we can collect instead of 10 because inflation. I was like, that's pretty funny. That's a funny little hee hee ha ha. Throw that back real quick. Next time you play Metroid Prime 2, I hope I can make it there and enjoy the show and help out if need be. Yeah, I appreciate that, honestly. I know I'm aiming for Metroid Prime 2 as of right now. Move your cheeks, bro. I'm locking in for just a second. Sorry about that. No, but yeah, I'm going to try to do Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I think I'm going to be doing a session. Don't quote me on this, but I think I'm aiming for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. We're going to try to do those back-to-back, and then I got a special stream on Thursday. Yeah, that was close. Save the red shells for the guy in first bots. True, though. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We still get coins in first? I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, we had to lock in for that last one. I was like, if I don't drift here perfectly, or if I get hit by a banana or a tree, I'm going to cry. We did pull it off, though. Good stuff, good stuff. Good job, Metal Mario. Coins to me were always a stupid item. No, that's fair. So, like, for the longest time, I would take coins out of my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sessions because I genuinely didn't care for them. But unfortunately, on a technicality, it was for a balance thing. The second you take those out, tryhards and chat would, like, try to just go crazy in the game, and yeah, it'd be hard to catch up to them. Granted, now the way I run my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe nights, we don't really get that many tryhards coming in with me hiding the password, and they have to ask for the password, that kind of thing. You'll have people just jump into a stream, grab the code, not really watch the stream, but just kind of like, trounce everyone in Mario Kart 8. So I'd kind of like, I hide the password now, so when people pop in, they're not typically just random tryhards from across the world. But yeah, honest to God, if I got rid of the coin again, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. But apparently it's a balancer. But I think it's supposed to be, like, everything in Mario Kart World is supposed to be a lot more balanced. It's supposed to be better. So I'm not too worried about it going into the next one. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and 7, yeah, the coin was kind of whatever. You think it'd be, like, it's a fun, like, I'm a guy who likes to, like, collect things in video games. So that's fun to me. But, like, in Mario Kart, after a while, you just, you don't want to have to collect coins if you don't have to. Or maybe there's a point you have, a stack of 10 coins and, you grab a coin item, it's not really doing anything for you at that point. Let's see. Let's go ahead and play as... Don't get to play as you very often. We'll play as you. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna get a Switch 2 unless Splatoon 4 becomes a thing. No, that's true. Dude, I'm looking forward to the inevitable Splatoon 4. I think we're definitely getting a Splatoon 4. Mouse controls will be an option, so that'll be fun. If they do, I'm pretty sure they will. 120 FPS Splatoon 4 would be awesome too. That'd be really cool. Just higher frame rate, higher quality. 4K Splatoon 4 would be, like, insane. But we'll get Splatoon 4 someday. That'll happen. Hot take, you should get a coin by default every time you get an item. Instead of coins being an item, you hit an item box. Here's a coin in an item. That's not a bad take, honestly. It's not a bad take. It'd be an interesting one. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Yeah, you look like a boxy fella. Let's get you some big wheels. And then we'll trade out the weight for some acceleration. This actually is your color scheme. Hello, Zaban. And then in terms of a glider, we'll give you a gold. Gold sounds good. We'll add a little bit more weight to our cart, but that's fine. Oh yeah, Splat 3, did it get listed for more updates or not? But Splatoon 3 is pretty much done. It's a matter of making a new Splatoon at this point. We're kind of in that point with Splatoon 3. At least through my eyes, I think we're done with Splatoon 3. So, I think you're going to wait to get some good third-party Joy-Cons. Or wait till some good third-party Joy-Cons come out. That's fair. There does tend to be a lot of really nice options out there, to be fair. So, hopefully we can run across some. Custom ink hair colors and more Octane hairstyles. Dude, now you're thinking, Lincoln. Holy frick. That sounds awesome. Hire us good people, Nintendo, with these awesome ideas. Alright, so we're heading on into the Banana Cup. We got Koopa Beach from N64, Mario Circuit 2 from SNES, Coconut Mall from Wii, and Waluigi Pinball from DS. Wow. Coconut Ball, Waluigi Pinball in the same cup. We end off this cup pretty strong. Koopa Beach I do like from 64. Not the best course, but it's pretty solid. And then, Mario Circuit 2. Let's go get it. I'm actually looking into Pro Controllers for Switch 2. Think it's worth it? So Ari, I'm glad you asked. I've been listening and researching all of this like Mario Kart stuff that's been going on lately, right? Not Mario Kart, I'm sorry, Switch 2 stuff. Sorry, I zoned out. Switch 2 stuff. People are saying the Pro Controller for the Switch 2 is like the best controller of all time. It's one of the best controllers of all time. It feels fantastic. It's very high quality. It is like the control. Like some people were saying, like there's this one guy who said if anybody's hesitating to get a Pro Controller for the Switch 2, like if you're thinking, I might get it, he says just lock in. He says just if you're even considering a Pro Controller, get it. Like it is something he recommends. I know I'm getting it day one, and I'm personally gonna recommend it. I know that sounds like I'm trying to like sell you on it. You know, be wary of your money and be careful, but because it's a very expensive controller. But I have been told from multiple videos, like if people are like, yo, if you think you want this controller, get it, because it's primo. Kind of figured as much as I locked in for a Pro Controller. The Pro Controller on the Switch 1 was my go-to controller pretty much the entire generation, unless I'm playing on the go and I have to use Joy-Cons like as I'm holding the system. And even then, if you ever catch me on a plane and I got my Switch 1 with me, I would actually hit the kickstand, lay it down on the little tray on a plane, and I would bust out a Pro Controller if I could help it. Like, I still preferred the Pro Controller days in chat, so yeah, if you're going into the Switch 2 era and you have the ability to get a Pro Controller, or Pro Controller 2, whatever you want to call it, yeah, I kind of recommend it. Wonder what the new story is going to be for Splatoon 4 since Human Trilogy is technically over now. Yes, I believe they're done with the recent trilogy and we're like moving on. I don't believe we're getting any like throwbacks or anything to classic Splatoon games in terms of characters. I believe Callie, Marie, everybody, all the idols that we've had, I'm assuming they're just not coming back. Like that's the end of that era. And we're going to have like a completely new era, which I'm okay with. You know, end of an era. I love Callie and Marie. I'm a Marie kind of guy. Marina's cool and Pearl's neat. But you're moving over to phone before you do? Oh, are you going to get to find an emote? It's going to be the Burgussie, isn't it? Or you'll change it last minute because I said that. Maybe. Oh, blue shell. Oh, DK, bro, hold on. Oh, dude, I'm so glad in Mario Kart World the momentum is changing because I am actually, like, losing now. Very last minute. Oh, no! No! Ah, I clenched my butt cheeks for a minute there, too. I did it, chat. I lost the Pokemon League. Sad hours. First time ever I'm in second place, just in general. Alright. Let's read a little bit of chat here. Because money is, this month is looking nice. That's why I'm considering it. Oh, okay, so if money's looking good, then yeah, maybe consider getting one, then. Consider it. Can I ask a tiny question? When you get to Coconut Ball, Waluigi Pinball, can you turn up the music on the game so I can dance? Sure. Don't gotta ask twice on that one. I could definitely do that. I come back from a shower and suddenly it's Mario Kart 64. Oh yeah, we had Koopa Troopa Beach. Can we find out if lightning's gonna still distort the music? That I don't know. I'm assuming probably. It's a very detailed game, so I wouldn't doubt it. And now Super Nintendo Mario Kart. Yeah, so in this game, we tend to go from 64 to Super Nintendo to... Oh, I guess it depends on the cup. That they give us. They no longer go in order. They kind of just give us classic courses. So we went from N64 to Super Nintendo, and I believe after this we're going to DS, and then we're ending off with Wii. I believe there's a couple GameCube courses in this game, so we'll check those out here shortly. What is this? Blue shell. Oh! I mean, there's that one gameplay showcase where the guy playing through Mushroom Cup got zapped. Yeah, true. Yeah, I never really got to like listen in on audio very thoroughly for Mario Kart World, but I do know that the game is incredibly detailed. Like, I didn't want to spoil too much for Mario Kart World, but I will let you know, like, let's say you're driving like a boat on water, right? and somebody blue shells you, the water like has ripple waves from that blue shell shot. Like it's that detailed of a game, and it does move everyone really. You can like trick off the water if the blue shell gives you like ripple waves. It's really cool. The game is very, very, very detailed. They thought about everything. Or like, let's say a blue shell hits like the ground. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it like leaves like a black smoky spot from the blue shell, and it stays there. I think that's a thing in Mario Kart World. Either that or my memory's like totally misplaced, but I want to say the game is like that level of detail now because we have this very strong hardware. Chat, I'm gonna throw out my hot take. I know a lot of people disagree with it, but I think for $450, we're getting a really nice Nintendo console. Like, you get what you pay for. Nintendo's kind of, like, at a loss money-wise when they sell these consoles. They're losing a little bit of money, or at the very least, they're not profiting very much at all selling these Switch 2s. They're very powerful systems, but they're not gaining much from them. They're going to have to, like, work and, like, sell people on software, right, to make their money. But I think for $450, 4K, 1080p, 120 FPS, portable handheld, I mean, again, you get what you pay for. It's going to be a phenomenal console. All right, let me turn up the volume real quick for you. Crank it up to 6. That way you guys can still hear me a little bit. All right, here we go. Definitely agree with your thoughts on it. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to think 450 is like pretty solid. But I'll go ahead and stay quiet so you guys can enjoy the music for a second. I want to see some dance emotes, though, if you do. If I turned up the music, you gotta play those dance emotes. A little bit of a trade-off. Oh, I like that little guy. Oh, no. Cringe. No, I will not be sorry for what I've said. Wham, 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 wham. Nani? That's a blue shell! That's the coconut mole of all things. I'm gonna shoot DK now. Die. Oh, never mind. I went the other way. Also, we're going to keep the music up high for the next level, too. I'm loving all these emotes, chat. Thank you so very much. You guys are pulling in clutch here. You just got coconut mold. We're hitting up that lap 3, y'all. Here we go. Hut. Oh, Metal Mario, no! Rude as heck, bro. Oh, dude, I'm getting my nukem duped. We'll snake a little bit. Pro Mario Kart moves, right? Don't make me bust out the pro moves now. Oh, went the other way. Rude. Lap 3, baby. Hut. Hut. Let's speed up. Whoa. Watch out for that wall. Yeet. Hut. There we go. Alright, y'all gotta prepare for Waluigi Pinball now. We got Waluigi Pinball. We got back-to-back action here. Man, honestly, this is a really solid cup. The fact that we get 2 banger courses, one after another. Think about it. Coconut Mall and Waluigi Pinball.
I hate this game.
No, you don't. Why was that blessed? I'm not even gonna call it blurst. That was just blessed. I love that so much. Don't lie to us, Waluigi. You love this game. You know you do. You got a whole course that everybody loves. Let's go! DK, get the frick out of my way! Do 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 do. Whoa! Got a little too close to the ball, yo. Let's do this. Oh, I missed it by just a pinch. Don't you think about it. Those bananas aren't gonna work on me, bro. Nah. Die, DK. Alright, let's keep that lead. There we go. Pro strat moves, yo. Alright, let's get on out of here. Whoa, fireballs. Alright, it's time for those motion controls, y'all. Wait, that was a bad idea! I was kidding. I was kidding. Don't do that. It's a terrible idea. It's got a bit of a jump to it, too, that kind of ruins your momentum, sadly. With the Tanuki tail, as cool as it is. Whoa! The mandible jump. Cursed. I didn't get hit by lightning, though. As a matter of fact, I was trying to run over Metal Mario. Fudge. Don't you think about it. Don't you think about it. You thought about it. I'm going to pass you up now. Alright, let's go ahead and let that bounce. Good. Cool, cool. Gotta keep it up. There you go. You know what's funny, guys? On my capture card, I had it at volume 3 because, you know, this is just a very loud, like, program to run. On my capture card, it was level 3 in volume. Turning this up was level 6. We've doubled the audio, but level 6 is quote-unquote loud. I can only imagine what this is like at 100. My eardrums would just be blown out. Wouldn't be able to hear for weeks. I was deaf for hours. We might have to do a run back of this cup after all is said and done. Just because it's so good. Being shrunk just means being a harder target? True. I fell for hours! Poor Luigi. I can only imagine how horrible of a situation that is. Nah, bro. Get that out of here. There you have it. Not too shabby. Alright, that puts us up to 38. We're definitely gonna get 2-star.
I wasted my tomato sauce?
Bro, Luigi peed in that photo. You made them frickin' waste their tomato sauce. That's a sin if I ever did hear one from the Mario Brothers. Off with their frickin' paisano head. That made no sense whatsoever. I just wanted to say paisano. Off with their raviolis. Chop off their panini. The electric chair, if you will. I ain't gonna lie, after having Volume 6, Volume 3 is kind of quiet. I might turn out the Volume 4. Feels kind of wrong having Volume 3. There we go. I like Volume 4. A little loud. That's better. Alright, we have won the Banana Cup. Let's go. No, that was a really good cup. I'd argue that was like one of the better cups of this game. Koopa Beach is okay, and then the Super Nintendo course is just okay. But the last two really, really play it. Wait, please play Metal Mario next? Ah, Zenny, we already played as Metal Mario. It'll be worth it? Okay. I'm gonna trust you on this. I get that technically takes away from us trying out a unique character that we haven't played yet, but we'll go ahead and do that. Can we go back to Waluigi Pinball? We could probably do that sometime after we do these next couple of cups. We'll do a run back of a couple courses. Let's see. So, Metal Mario, apparently. Metal Mario. Ooh, Cloud. Koopa Clown car. Let's go with the Koopa Clown car. Hee, that's adorable. With the mushroom wheels. The sponge wheels. Let's go with the sponge wheels. I'll settle for Waluigi Pinball with metal. Is that okay? I just set up Metal Mario. Bro. Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and change a character. Let's see. We haven't played as Wiggler. We'll go ahead and keep you in the cart. We like you in this cart. Alright, ready to go into the Leaf Cup. We got Calamari Desert, DK Pass, Daisy Cruiser, and Maple Treeway. I think that's perfect for Wiggler. Let's go ahead and do it. This makes me want to do a Mario Kart 8, but I sadly lost the cartridge and I have no idea where it bounced off to. Oh no! I was kind of telling a funny story. It's not funny at all. I was telling a story yesterday when we were playing Mario Kart DS that I have never lost a video game in my life, except once. And it was my copy of Mario Kart DS. I was on vacation, I was a child, I was stupid, and I'm... Not that you can't lose things as an adult, trust me, I do that very much still. But, I lost my copy of Mario Kart DS on vacation once, and I was so sad. I was so sad. Bro, it was awful.
Early worm gets the worm.
Early worm gets the worm. Guys, there's a pickup line if you ever want to, you know, get yourself somebody to like you or something, I don't know. But, like, here's a pickup line, right? You should tell them. If you were a worm, I'd be the earliest bird. It's such a dorky line that if she likes dorky, she'll fall for you. Also, apparently when you get a boost with Wiggler, he puts his arms back like Naruto style. That's beautiful. Did not realize this till today. It's very fun. Ooh, don't you think about it, bro. T-Pose Wiggler. True, T-Pose Wiggler. Wonder if the DK Pass track has the star item box, just like in the OG DS. Ooh, possibly. Since we're going down memory lane, we'll have to take a look. Some things do change over time, but you never know, honestly. Ah, DK Pass. You're no DK Summit, or DK Snowboard Cross, or whatever it's called. Or even Wario. Mount Wario. But you're still cool. DK Pass is okay. It's not too bad. A little classic. Regular mess had the strongest dabs. True. Let's try to get him to extend his arms, but let's see. He'll do it here in a second. There you go. See how he puts his arms out? So awesome. What if Mount Wario, but it's springtime? That might be fun. You know what? I will do you a better idea. Hear me out. Wow, I got dunked! The amount of abuse I just took. Holy frick. Wiggler's ticked, by the way, in this game. For some reason, he's red. He gets ticked in this game when you hit him like that. But in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, he does not do that. It's kind of stupid. The shirt is up. Yo, let's go. I'm definitely ordering that. I might actually do that after this cup. We gotta buy Cell. We gotta buy the Cell. Dude, we can pull up the same freaking day with the Cell shirt, though. Frick. That'd go so hard. We'd have it in time, too. I'm pretty sure. Pretty darn sure. A red shell, blue shell, and a lightning. Yeah, I got dunked. They dunked me hard on that triple attack. Very true. God, there was something I was gonna say before, but I don't remember. Ah, well. I'm gonna go to the Yeti. Ew. It felt like something was on my arm just now, and I don't like that. I don't like feeling like something crawled on my arm. I looked at my arm. And I don't believe there's anything on my arm, but I don't like that. Like, freaked me out. Like, oh, something on my arm. Nah, I'm good. Alright, the Cell Ballin' shirt. It's called Slam Dunk for the day. Absolutely getting this shirt. Let's see. Let's go with medium. I swear to God, these t-shirts have went up in price another $2. Am I insane? Might be slightly insane. Alright, I've added it to my cart. I need to take a memento here, chat. Also, apparently I have some kind of code that's going to take some money off my shirt. It might have also just been points I've had on my account. Hopefully that's the case. Order discount. Yeah, I'm getting some kind of discount because I had points before or something. Let's see. Shipping method, blah, 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 blah. Pay now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit the pay now button. I'm ordering stuff while I'm streaming. Thank you, Zachary, for your payment. You're very welcome. Yeah! Slam dunk, baby! Wiggles the caterpillar. Hello, Doc. Welcome on in. Alright, I ordered the shirt, Zenny. I personally got a tank top. That's going to be my tank top shirt. That's going to be a shirt I wear to the gym. It's going to be a shirt I wear during the summer. Absolutely. Donna, you got yours ordered? You did t-shirt? Heck yeah. So, I'm going to sound really weird for saying this because I'm a very picky son of a gun. Here's the problem with me. I don't, like, in t-shirt form, I don't like certain colors in t-shirt form, and I don't know why. I don't like wearing blue. I don't like wearing red, which is very ironic considering my VTuber model. I don't like wearing any of those in t-shirt form for some reason. I don't like wearing blue. I don't like wearing red. I have to be in the mood for purple. I have to be in the mood for a lot of, like, colored t-shirts. You'll catch me wearing pink before I wear a lot of these colors, which is really funny. But if it's a tank top, I love blue tank tops. I don't know why I'm weird like that. I have no idea why. I don't know why I function this way. But when I saw the Cell t-shirt, and it's blue, and it's a sports type t-shirt because he's ballin', yeah, I have to get that in tank top form. That's just me, though. If it was like a white t-shirt, I would have gotten like a t-shirt. I can see you wearing Crazy Taxi yellow shirt. I do have an occasional yellow shirt every now and then. I'm sure you're not surprised, but I have a Sunshine Airport t-shirt for Mario Kart 8. It was a Yeti t-shirt, by the way, but it has like a shine sprite on it, so that's a yellow shirt I do own. And then I technically own a Sonic Mania shirt that's yellow. I don't wear it that often, but probably because the design is technically boring. You'll have your ice blues and ice pinks and pastels. So you just flat out live up to your aesthetic, and I respect that. Time to see if the secret star is here. Ow. Oh, I remember which secret star you're talking about. Hold on here. Isn't it like, is it hidden under something? I don't remember exactly where it was. Blacks, whites, purples, and reds for you. I'm in the boat. I wear blacks, whites, pink, purple, and God, I am pretty basic. I will wear a lot of black and white. No, near the mountain where the turn from the road to snow is. Near the mountain where the turn from the road to snow is. Gotcha. I couldn't remember quite where it was. Ow. I'm gonna hit the snowman for funsies. Oh, you actually get a coin out of it. Or, no, that coin came out of me, I think. Right here. I don't think I saw a star. If there was a star, I didn't see it. They may have taken it out. That might have been a Mario Kart DS thing. Big maybe, though. I see you're the Angry Caterpillar guy. So we're playing a lot of characters that were in Mario Kart DS that really didn't make it into the most Mario Karts. So we're playing as Wiggler. I ain't gonna lie, Wiggler's not one of my mains, but I might just change that. Wiggler here is actually kind of cool to play as, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'd main Wiggler. Although, is Wiggler confirmed for Mario Kart World? Or is he taken out already? I don't quite remember. There's an item box up there. Oh, we'll go take a look at the item box. Most of your t-shirts are black, white, and blue. I'm trying to get more green ones. That's fair. I feel like I could afford to wear green. For a guy who likes green, I don't actually have a lot of green shirts. I have like a Yoshi shirt that's kind of cyan bluish green. I'll have to take a look. There's an item box up there. Oh, this one? Oh, gave me mushrooms. I actually didn't know about this. It didn't give me a star, probably because I'm in first, but it gave me mushrooms. Holy frick, that's a very powerful box, my guy. Yeah, thank you. Wow. I've learned something today. You take those. Mushrooms are a star. Gotcha. Okay, wow. Oh, that's unfortunately. Go, 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 go. You're so lucky Yoshi got hit back there. Go, move your cheeks. Go, move your cheeks. Go, move your cheeks. Either triple mushrooms or a star. Honestly, to be in first and to get triple mushrooms is kind of rare. That is cool. You have to, like, drive up the mountain kind of slow, sadly. But kind of worth it, actually. Kind of worth it. Alright, next race. Yeah, it still works the same way. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll have to check my closet. I think I own a shirt that I think is... I own a tank top from the Yeti that is green. It's like a very pastel lime green, but it's a Kirby shirt. It's a Kirby shirt. I'll have to show you guys some of my Yeti shirts someday. You would love it. Ooh, unfortunately, my internet dipped a little bit there. We might be heading into a territory where my internet's starting to dip. Maybe. And if that is the case, I'm so sorry in advance. It only did for like a couple seconds not too long ago, but if it actually continuously does that like it did yesterday, then hey, you know what, end of stream. Tis what it is, but man, I'm so upset with my internet doing that lately. I'll keep my mouth shut in the off chance that it was just a fluke, but like, bro, stop doing that. Actually stop doing that. I just want to be a streamer and be happy and free. I wish to be free, god dang it. Alright, get ourselves an item, there you go. Daisy Cruiser finally letting us go down below and swim in the water, which, by the way, most of you already know this, but if you don't, Mario Kart World, you cannot, like, drive underwater anymore. You have boats. There's no underwater segments anymore. That has been finally retconned and taken out. We are now moving on from it. Well, I don't want to say retconned, but you know what I mean. It's been taken out. In all honesty, to hear the star music, it's totally worth it. Fair. Love the star theme. I don't know. I'm not going to say hot take because I think it's a popular opinion. Well, one of my favorite star themes for a Mario game, the star theme that you get in Super Paper Mario, really good star theme. If anybody's ever heard of the Super Paper Mario theme. Thank you for the nuggie. Highly appreciate that, Nico. Or Nico Allah. Sorry if I said that wrong. Oh, great heavens, I'm blind. Alright, lap 3, baby. Shy Guy's a little too close for my comfort. We're gonna have to bridge the gap. All good? Yo, that's a Hibby Sloth frickin' emote. I can tell it's made by Hibby. We love Hibby. Dodge. He's very cool. There we go. That theme is awesome, but Mimi in that game isn't. That's fair. That is completely fair. Hibby is awesome. Hibby is awesome. They made me a TTS thing a while back. Unfortunately, it broke on me. Not because of the photo, but the program I was using was just not working. Maybe I'll bring that back someday. They drew my little pupper. I should look that up real quick. I'm awake. I should have that art somewhere around here. Let's see if it's in this folder. I commence search photo, computer. I don't know why you're taking so long to do this. That is not it. Hype for Mario Kart World? Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for Mario Kart World. So very excited. I'm trying to find the artwork real quick. Do I not have it on hand? I do, never mind. Yeah, Hibby made this for me a long time ago. They drew my pupper when they were small. She is now a big dog, by the way. Made them like a little chunky pupper. But like, yeah, it was like a TTS that would like actually like speak and stuff. Again, don't really get to use it these days, but they're actually based off my little pupper. This was when they were only a couple months old. They are 2.5 years old now. They just hit 2.5 the other day. She is big dog. Here's a photo of her wearing a Snow White outfit last Halloween. She big pupper. She very soft. But that's her, and then the IRL, then the little pupper version. But keep in mind, we had the Snow White outfit before the Snow White movie came out, so I don't want to be associated with that movie that bombed. Minus that, it's very cute. After hearing that, we can't go swimming, not anymore. Oh no! Yeah, no, can't go swimming in Mario Kart. And now I'm the other dog. Yeah, we got Cartoon Dog. We got Cartoon Dog of IRL Dog. We have IRL Dog. Then we got IRL Man, who is dog. I'm sure we're all on the same page here. Also cute? Yeah, I love my pupper so much. She's so sweet. You guys would love Juno. She's just a big old ball of fluff. Very, 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 very sweet dog. Very playful, but not in the bad way. She would never hurt anybody. Here's a good photo of her I like. She's very, like, happy in this photo. I love this photo of her. Seeing her today was very nice. Maple Treeway. Yeah, let's go. Final race. And the dog who makes funny memes for the Hedgie. That's true. You do make some pretty peak emotes and artwork. Genuinely, it's kind of an honor to know, like, so many friends that, like, genuinely, like, draw very well. Turn up the music, please. You got it. I did hear a please. That is appreciated. Maple Treeway music is upped. Missed the trampoline for Mario Kart Wii's Maple Treeway. You know, honestly, fair. Cal. Is that a Gadworks? Da, 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 da. Yo, gamers, welcome on in. Hold on. We're on the Maple Treeways, but I don't want to interrupt the Maple Treeways yet. Hi, Zonic. Hello, Kyle.
Just rated with 45 views.
Yo, welcome on in, everybody. I can give you the... Oh, frick, I pressed the wrong button. I can give you the peace sign. Hello. Here we go. Welcome on in, everybody. We got Tropic Arcade. Lovely username. Yo, let's go. Welcome on in, everybody. Yeah, let's see some of those follows. We'd love to see you guys join the cinema. Welcome on in, everybody. We are currently playing some Mario Kart 7 tonight. We were playing a little bit of Mario Kart DS. We've hopped on into Mario Kart 7. We're kind of just going through the cups, chilling, talking all things Nintendo, Mario Kart. Let's see, we got Snouty Wolf. Welcome on in. Pyrogi Pie. We got Blue Foxy, Nikki Icy. Love you. You guys got wonderful usernames. Guy, you have a wonderful community. I know we said that during Mario Party Night a while back, but it's so true. We got Roshan Galaxy, another lovely username. Almighty Rayzilla, good to see you as well. Welcome on in, everybody. Yeah, everyone in Chatland, please go give the lovely Gadworks a follow for me. Gad is a fantastic content creator. He is cooking up stuff all the time. Very funny guy. Great taste in video games. Advent Banjo-Kazooie player. As a matter of fact, Gad, I know your chat is here. All of your chat probably knows how much you love Banjo-Kazooie. I gotta take the time to show you guys peek, right? Also, it's Tommy Fox. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema. Chat, I gotta take a minute here to show you my Banjo-Kazooie outfit. We'll go ahead and do the full body. But look at that. If anybody likes Banjo-Kazooie, like Gad does, you're in the right spot. We love Banjo-Kazooie. This is a full-fledged outfit of my Sonic character, along with my little purple chow friend here. Her name is Zenko. Say hi to Zenko, everyone. I needed this outfit when I was a VTuber. I was like, bro, I love Banjo-Kazooie. I'm all for it. And fun fact of the day, if you want to see a little extra something here, if we get out the gun, she actually shoots eggs like in Banjo-Tooie. And if you emulate the game and you press the button with the command, she will, if I can get it here, there we go, she will shoot chow eggs. Very fun. I did not ask this from my VTuber mama, but she threw it in, and she's a real one for that. So thank you, Colin at Sidon. Highly appreciate you. But yeah, my little chow here shoots eggs, just like in Banjo-Tooie. It's very, very fun. We love Banjo-Kazooie in this household. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the plumber outfit real quick, and I'll get my lovely wheel out. As I have to show the banjo dreads to anybody who likes banjo. So if you like that, you're in the right household. But welcome on in, everybody. And I will do my obligatory shill super quickly. Consider joining the Discord. I opened a new Discord about a little over a month ago. We host movie nights in there. We had a very fun Madagascar movie night tonight. We watched the original Madagascar with my community, and it was very chill, very fun. That movie still holds up pretty well for 2004. Holds up very, very well. Very funny. Great voice actors, celebrities even, really. But very, very fun time, and we're looking into doing Lupin the Third tomorrow night. Zenny Finity in chat is going to be hosting that movie, so consider joining the Discord. Anyways, done with my shilling. Let's jump back into it. Mario Kart 7, we got Maple Treeway. We got the music turned up for chat, so you guys can dance to the music, so I want to see some dance emotes in chat as we play Maple Treeway. It's going to be a little louder than me, but that's okay. This is more so you guys can enjoy the music and whatnot, so here you go. Yeah, we're watching Lupin the Third, the First tomorrow. Very true. Very excited. Taking the day off from streaming, hanging out with the friendos, watching some movies. Good times to be had by all. Hi, Sean Guy. Yeah, Gad, you'll have to let us know what you were streaming. I don't know if I actually got to check what you were streaming. Gad works from birthday celebration. Oh, yeah, the birthday celebration. Gad, I hope you had a lovely birthday, dude. Happy birthday. I don't know if it was today or if it was a different day. I'm so sorry. I've been working like crazy at my job and I've been all over the place. But whenever your birthday was, I hope you had a lovely birthday. Oh, I'm dumb. I literally checked out your stream earlier, even though I didn't say anything. You were playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with your chat. That's right. Yeah. Oh, man. I need to get on one of your Mario Kart sessions one of these days. I was seeing a little bit of Mario Kart earlier, actually. Believe it or not. I go to ask you, and then I'm like, wait, I saw you were playing. I think, like, everybody voted for, like... Oh, I saw, like, from a preview thumbnail at one point, you guys were, like, all voting for... It was either Rainbow Road or Waluigi Pinball. It was, like, one of the courses we're getting, like, all voted for. Like, you all unanimously were, like, voting for a particular course. That's when I chimed in. I can't remember which one it was. But, yeah, your birthday is technically the 7th. We are building up to it with streams. Okay, so your birthday is in 3 days. Okay, good. I'll gladly... properly say happy birthday to you on your birthday, but happy early birthday regardless, and happy celebrations, honestly. I saw the whole thing you were doing for your birthday streams and whatnot, and it's honestly very cool. You're a very inspiring content creator, and I will happily let you know that. I don't get to say that very often to a lot of people, but you're very, very inspiring, and I appreciate you for that. Definitely gotta hang out sometime. Also, we gotta play Mario Kart World when that comes out. Did you? I don't remember if you ever said you confirmed you were getting a Switch 2 or not, but if you are, or whenever you do get one, we gotta play Mario Kart World together. We gotta do a Mario Kart World session. Very excited for Mario Kart World. Thanks, dude. That means a lot. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Donk. Yes, let's definitely do a Mario Kart World collab when it comes out. Yeah, let's go. We'll grab Zinni too. We gotta grab Zinni for it. Zinni's also gonna get switched to with Mario Kart World. We'll have a big old fat lobby, and I'm falling to my doom. No. Oh, I'm in third. Hold on here. We gotta fix that real quick. I love the way he wiggles his arms. Dare I say wiggle his arms. Can't wait for the game. Yeah, same. Mario Kart World's one of my most anticipated titles of this year, if not my most anticipated title. Very excited. Normally don't do pre-orders for consoles, but I'm glad I did. This is like the console to pre-order though, if I'm being honest. Like, Ari, I've seen my fair share of consoles over the years. The only console I skipped out on personally was Mario Kart. Not Mario Kart. Why am I saying Mario Kart all the time? The Wii U. I skipped out on the Wii U, but this is like the system to pre-order. I'd argue it's one of the strongest launches for any console ever. Most of the Nintendo consoles don't have a very strong launch lineup, but I think the Switch 2 has a pretty good lineup, all things considered. Very strong third party, and like indie games and whatnot. I will scream and meme and cheer and jeer and do crimes and rhyme. Yo, let's go. Happy days by all. Bro, Shy Guy, I'm not gonna let you win this one. You're not gonna beat me. Yeet. Alright, red shell. Throwing it back. Yeah, I got him. I was hoping that'd be the case. Alright, I'm gonna let the music speak for itself now. There you go. Maple Tree Way, my friends. Alright, let's turn it back down to 4. That way you guys can actually hear me a little bit better. As much as I love the louder music, it is very hard for me to hear myself. Also, hello, Taser. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. I don't know why my character squinted on screen. Lost track of my face. I got work in 7 hours, so I'm logging off for the night. Have a good night, Zinni. Thank you so much for being here. Highly appreciate you. I'll definitely take a look at that chicken nugget video after this. I see his little popper. Da, 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 da. I got Yoshi and Shy Guy here on the side. Do. Alright, we have had a couple of dips on stream tonight, but nothing blasphemous, thankfully. So Leaf Cup is finished. Oh, I'm going to say that, then it's going to dip a little bit. It dipped a smidgen. Nothing terrible. Alright, we're heading back into the single-player Grand Prix. We have got... That's Wiggler. Hold on. We're going to swap characters now. Actually, as a matter of fact, chat, I'm going to take a second here to use the restroom, but I want your help. We're going to be running a poll. Omega, if you don't mind running the poll, it'd be appreciated. We're going to vote for 2 characters, and whatever ends up getting voted for is what we're going to use on the next cup. We are going to vote for... Let's put in Wario and Donkey Kong. We'll go ahead and pit Wario and Donkey Kong up against each other. If you don't mind making that poll, we'll have Wario versus Donkey Kong. Whatever ends up winning, we will race in the last cup we got. I'm gonna make sure that the poll gets put up. If not, I can always do it myself, no problemo. Just before I go use the bathroom, make sure voting can be done. Think Mario Kart Wii does the trophy presentation better? It kind of did, yeah. It kind of did. Mario Kart Wii was pretty peak for its time. Very fun. Bring back Funky Kong and Diddy Kong for the next Mario Kart, and give us Dixie Kong while you're at it. God dang it. Alright, going once, going twice. I don't believe it was heard, so I'm going to go ahead and do it myself. Vote for the next character. Wario. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong. You gotta say like Smash 64. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put up a 2-minute poll. That should give me time to use the bathroom. I'll be right back, chat. Y'all best behave now. Returned. Whew. Got myself a Sunny D. Alright, let's see what the votes are like. Ooh, very strong votes so far. I was expecting, a little bit of 50-50 or somewhere close. We have 5 votes on Donkey Kong. Thank you so much for the welcome back, Frost. I appreciate that. We have 5 votes on DK. That looks like that poll is ending any second now, so... Donkey Kong it is. No. Oh no, there's a Wario last minute. We got a Wario last minute. Very fun. Alright, in that case, Donkey Kong it is. And naturally, we are going to be rocking the DK, what's it called? Barrel? It's like some kind of barrel. Yeah, the barrel vehicle. I would argue the wooden wheels would probably fit best on this sucker. That one's cute. I like that one. I might actually go with that, but let's see here in a second. What's the wooden wheels like here? The wooden wheels are cool, but I kind of want to change up a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like this right here. This looked good to me. And then DK with your glider. Ooh, that one's cute. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to change that. My bad. Glider-wise, we are going to give you... That one's cool. I'll go with this one. This one feels the most correct to me. Alright, now we're heading on into the last cup we have, Lightning Cup. Koopa Cape, Dino Jungle, Airship Fortress, and Rainbow Road. I do believe Dino Jungle is coming back for World. Airship Fortress, I'm sorry, is coming back to World. And Koopa Cape is not, but that was Nate Deluxe. And Rainbow Road, obviously, this is Super Nintendo Rainbow Road. Who knows if that's coming back? We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Rainbow Road's very hidden right now with Mario Kart World, so we'll have to see what lies ahead of us for that one. I'm so sorry. Did not mean to trip on my words. All right. Dun 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 dun. I do like Koopa Cape though, and I believe in Mario Kart 7 they still have the obstacles in the tunnel for Koopa Cape, but for some reason in 8 Deluxe it's just gone. But we love Koopa Cape. This is one I would be cranking up the music for on a personal. Absolutely. Woohoo! Alright, DK is one of my mains in Mario Kart. I don't really play as him all that much these days. As he is dead. But I do love DK. DK is great. I think we had a deprived era of not having Diddy Kong for so long that when he came back for Deluxe, like if I'm going to pick like a Donkey Kong character, I tend to play as Diddy. Totally not biased towards Diddy Kong Racing. Makes you want to go crazy on the water slide. May I listen to music, please? Okay. Can only do that so many times, though. Because I feel like having to change the audio constantly is a little difficult. But I got you this time. We'll do it one more time. No, you're good. I just have to, it's a little hard to hear myself when I turn up the volume. I do have a commentary job to do. Yeah, no problem. The music's good. I want it to be a rare occasion, though. Donk, donk, donk. Have some banana peels. I love that little Koopa sign there. Very cute. If I hit a Goomba, will you give me something? You do! Thank you for the mushroom. I remember them giving, like, mushrooms or something before. Thought I'd cheat my way through that system a little bit. Very good shortcut, honestly. Oh, boy. 1, 2, 3, across the board. Although, say the seeing the Wii tracks without the little side uplift special trick shot spot is weird. No, I agree. Which apparently, like, I'm so sorry if everybody's, like, not on board for Mario Kart World, but, like, for those who are, or for those who don't mind the information, apparently in the new game, the Wii-type ramps that we really didn't have there for a little while are very much coming back. Like, those types of ramps are, like, back in style. So, that's very popular again for Mario Kart. They're bringing back all those ramps, which is very nice. I feel like that's such a popular feature of Mario Kart Wii. It's like, why didn't we have those, right? Kind of want those back. Very exciting. Heard about that from a YouTube Shorts? Yeah, very exciting. I'm just beyond excited for Mario Kart World. That's gonna be my game of the year on a personal. Huh. Alright, we got a green shell. Oh boy. There we go. Dunk. Alright, let's make a turn. Huh. Yeah, it seems like the little obstacles haven't stopped you down here are also gone in the DS version. 3DS version, I'm sorry. Bro! Can't be this close to me. Oh, you've got to be flipping burgers. Oh, crap. Ooh! Woo! I had to pull that out of my A. Oh. 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 I barely can breathe after that one. Despite me not popping off, I'm actually looking forward to it. No, that's fair. I feel like I could be easily going to, like, social media and just popping off about all that kind of stuff all the time, but I don't really do that. I kind of just more so talk about it amongst my friends and call it a day. Here and there, obviously. Not all the time, but here and there. I kind of sometimes just more so get excited in my head. Like, it all stays up there, and then I release it in short bursts. Alright. Second race. Dino Jungle, which again is coming back from Mario Kart World. And the dinos aren't even, like, cartoony anymore. They're kind of realistic looking. To my knowledge. Or it's either that or we're getting a dino-themed, like, course that... What's the word I'm looking for here? Like, it's very Jurassic Park inspired, apparently. Like, no joke. It's got the Jurassic, like, Park-type gate and everything. Ah, too early. I knew the second I threw that it was too early. Dino, it's jungle! I got that reference. If you know, you know. Speaking of which, we're also getting that in Sonic Cross Worlds. Funnily enough. But we're getting both dino things across the board. I'm all for it. Blue shell. I think that's the first blue shell I've ever thrown in this game. And I was in 3rd place. Was not expecting that. Track something I know nothing about. Music, awesome. Yeah, the music. I guess when you really think about it, isn't this like DK Mountain music from Double Dash? They kind of shared the same song. Can't go wrong with you. Suck. That sent me to 6th. Not as realistic as the dinosaurs in Odyssey, though. True, dude. That was just flat out a T-Rex. That was a T-Rex in that game, and it was wonderful. I'm gonna hit you in the feet. Oh, that didn't work like I thought it would. I thought it would lift its foot if I did that. Like I was some clever dog. Oh, Warrior, you kind of signed up for that, my guy. Yeah, the T-Rex and the dragon. That's right, there was a really realistic dragon in that game. Oh. I was hoping that was going to hit somebody. Still asking for snowboard kids? Hey, you never know, honestly. You never know with Nintendo. I can easily see them adding snowboard kids to the N64 Online. They tend to add in some niche games here and there, and Snowboard Kids is like one of the more respectable ones. So, Like, I have some, like, really under-the-radar N64 games that, like, I know for a fact won't end up on the online. But Snowboard Kids, it being through Atlas and whatnot, I can see them getting the rights to throw that up on there. Easy peasy. Not banking on it, but I would take it, absolutely. Also, the Sunshine little advertisement in the background, I do appreciate that. We love Sunshine representation. Also, it feels good to have bought a shirt from the Yeti website and it be like an instantaneous purchase. Like, I'm trying to save up money right now and all that, but like, in all honesty, I've never had that website push me to buy a t-shirt like that quickly. It has been a while since I just looked at one and went, yeah, I'm getting that. There have been some that I go, ooh, I would like that, and then I go, well, I shouldn't. That was the first time I bought a t-shirt from them in a hot minute where, like, I went, yep, absolutely, getting that ASAP. You know what track I thought of? They should bring back Wee Bowser Castle. Wee Bowser Castle would be a fun one. That'd be a very fun one to bring back. We had some really good courses, to be fair. That game popped off. Is this Snowboard Kids owned by Sega now? Oh! Oh, shoot. You know what, Frost? I don't think I really thought about that. But yeah, Atlas now being underneath Sega, that would mean Nintendo would need Sega's permission to add that as an N64 game for the online. Funnily enough, Sega and Nintendo are pretty good buds. So I think that still pans out. It's just a really weird thing to think about because technically speaking, yeah, Sega now owns Snowboard Kids. That's a very bizarre thing to say. Granted, we haven't had a Snowboard Kids game since, you know, forever ago, but still. I never thought about that. Somebody like me should have thought about that. If anything, I'm disappointed in myself. Being such a Sega Nintendo guy. One of your favorite DS tracks. This one, this course speaks for itself, chat. This is a course that is coming back to World, Mario Kart World, but this isn't like Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart. It's been replicated in other fan projects. It is a beloved track. People love this track. Super good. I'm very glad it's one of the returning tracks for Mario Kart World. It is going to be changed a little bit, obviously, to accommodate that world. But I mean, it's going to be. I trust that the, I don't know, reimagining, I guess, of the Airship Fortress will be done very well. Very excited. I would argue this is like not the hardest course in the game, but like if you're competing with real people, you better put your pedal to the metal. Or is it metal to the pedal? One of those two things. Pretty sure I got it right the first time. Sort of confused myself there. Wah, 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 wah. That's a blue shell. Ooh, Toad. Nah, die. Perish even. You're not allowed to pass me up. Not on an Airship Fortress. Also, I love how the barrel cart has a little train part in the front that actually has fire pop out of it. Super cute. Like, watch, when I get this boost, fire in the front. Such a nice little touch. You've got the touch. You've got the power. I'm surprised they didn't use that song during like the DS era. That would have been like the perfect song for their advertisements. Or at least like for like some kind of DS game out there. Would have been perfect. Although getting the rights to that song, who knows if people want to like deal with the rights and the music and licensing and all that. Some people don't want to deal with it. There we go. Yeet. Fortunately, red shells break on walls. Banana peel. Butterfingers. Woo! Let's go. God, this song is good too. Me and the homies pulling up. I am very much in the lead on this course. Took that with no prob. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. Whew, next race. Have me some Sunny D. That tune is jamming. Very much so. Oh, hold on. I'm not going to turn up the volume too high for this one just because I just got done turning it down. Forgot to do that. We will turn it up to a nice toasty 5, though. as to listen to Rainbow Road Super Nintendo. This version in particular is one of my personal favorites. Yeah, that should be a good volume right there. Final race. 2, 1, go! I remember when this course came out. I'm not even a Super Nintendo Mario Kart kind of guy. I think most of the courses are just kind of whatever. And even in 8 Deluxe, I find this course to be kind of like, it's okay. It's kind of a pain in the A. But this song, good stuff. Good stuff. Whoa! Rainbow Road, it's called a Rainbow Road. Yeah! It's the road where you go. It's a Rainbow Road. Yeah. Also, for some reason, the thwomps are rainbowified in this game. But in 8 Deluxe, they got rid of that. It's kind of a darn shame. They're like all rainbow here. Would have loved for them to have kept that in. Kind of like Mario Kart Wii and DS theme. Fair, honestly. The Wii and DS era was something else. It's kind of sucky because the Wii and DS era was like, they were like on top. They were like top dogs. And then when the 3DS and Wii U were like the next generation, the 3DS was like pulling so much weight, while the Wii U was kind of like, you know, for what fun it could provide, it was just kind of a pain in the butt. She Rainbow on my road till I Super Nintendo. Yo, let's go. Shining Light, welcome on in. It's good to see you. I'm going to remember that one. I'm going to use that towards my partner, and she's probably going to hate me for it. Or like me for it. One of the two. You never know till you try. It's funny, though. Oh, I thought I was going to fall off the course there for sure. I'm going to throw this back. Alright, banana time. Doink, doink, doink. Pretty satisfied with that. Yeet. I think DS/Wii Nintendo Switch Online will be a thing in a few years. I think we will. I think the Wii will. But I don't know about DS. I guess that really depends. Maybe with mouse controls or something. I'm not sure. The thwomps. They were rainbow-fied in 8 Deluxe just only on this track. I don't remember that for some reason. Maybe they were, and I just didn't really pay attention. It's more noticeable here, in my opinion, but who knows? Maybe I just didn't realize it. Don't knock it till you try it. Fair. Honestly, fair. I remember getting a Wii U in 2015, then they announced Switch a year later. Oh, no. Yeah. The Wii U lifespan wasn't very long, so I wouldn't take too much, like... I wouldn't take that as hard as any other console. Like, in my opinion, if any kid... Now, I say this, is every family is different. And, you know, I'm sure depending on how young the kid is, maybe it's not as big of a deal. But if you're, like, a young kid, like, let's say you're, like, 9 or 10, and you got a Switch last Christmas, I am so sorry. Everybody who knew a Switch 2 was coming, like, on the horizon was, like, holding off on getting a Switch if you hadn't gotten a Switch. But, like, I knew we were getting a Switch 2. And I'm like, don't you get your kids a Switch for this Christmas in 2024. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm only happy I got the Wii U thanks to Splatoon. I mean, I don't regret the Wii U personally. I loved Splatoon. I still have a Splatoon t-shirt from 2015 that I still wear every now and then. Also, hello, Admiral. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. I'm doing pretty good today. How about you? I never stopped to listen to a video game music until recently, like the Battle Network and Xenoblade, since I've only been playing those recently. You're not alone from BN5, and the way from Xenoblade X are really good. Yeah, dude, from what I've not played Xenoblade, but from what I know, the soundtrack goes hard. Goes so hard. Doing good today. This game was my childhood. Yeah, dude, Mario Kart 7 is such a fun time. I will say this. I just got done going through all 8 cups, all the courses, ran my course with this game again. And I will say this, it's still a really good Mario Kart. It holds up well, great music, great courses. It's beautiful, especially for the time. Holds up pretty darn well. 8 Deluxe, for how long it lasted and what it took from this game, it kind of shadowed over Mario Kart 7, and I made 7 a bit more forgettable than it really is. I think this game holds a lot of really good weight still, and is still a really good kart racer. Like, it doesn't have online play anymore. You know, unless you play locally with some friends, it's just, you know, you're going to be playing by yourself. Battle modes in this and a couple other things. It's neat. The roster is a little questionable, but it's not bad per se. It's a little small, but it's, you know, it's fair. I still like it, though. I still like Mario Kart 7. This is a game that I'm not going to play like all the time, obviously, especially with the new Mario Kart on the horizon. But I would come back to this game every couple of years for nostalgic sake. I'd bust it out if I'm feeling like Mario Kart 7. But keep in mind, like let me pull up an old VOD of mine on YouTube. Mario Kart 7. If this says anything, chat, I did a stream of Mario Kart 7 before I was even a streamer. I did a stream of Mario Kart 7 back in November of 2018. So it has been 7 years, actually a little under 7. It's about over 6 years since I played Mario Kart 7. It's been a little while. Again, not a bad time. It's a good game. You know, there's just not as much reason to play it today, like these days. Still a good time though. If you want to trip down memory lane, you want to play the courses that were, you know, thrown in this game and whatnot, go for it. It's very fun. Definitely worth throwing into your 3DS collection if you don't own it. Give both Splatocalypse shirts, aka Chaos and Order shirts from Splatoon 2. You'll see wear the Chaos shirt as team member. Heck yeah. Dude, I have a Halloween Splatoon 2 shirt with the with Pearl and Marina. I'll have to show you guys my Yeti collection someday. But I have a very good, like, couple of Splatoon shirts in my closet. I love Splatoon so much. I just finished another playthrough of the first Xenoblade. It's my favorite series after Mario. Honestly, fair. Very good choice. There is going to be the inevitable Xenoblade 4 that we'll get in the near future. That'll be pretty exciting. But, yeah. Dude, I'm excited for the future of Nintendo. We're likely going to get a Xenoblade 4. We're going to get a Splatoon 4. You know, we're practically getting a Mario Kart, whatever you want to call this, 10 or 11. If you count Tour 11, if you don't count Tour 10, it's World, though. We're getting a bunch of sequels. We're getting Metroid Prime 4. Guys, look at that 4 number. Metroid Prime 4. Splatoon 4, Xenoblade 4. We're going to get all these 4s. It's going to be incredible. Nintendo, the future of gaming. True. Well, I'm going to head out now. See you later, Venus Cyan. I appreciate you being here. Have a good day. 2011. Hard to believe this game is almost 14 years old. I remember getting this game, like, at launch. This was the first handheld Mario Kart game I got at launch. The only handheld Mario Kart game you got at launch, unless you count the what is it? The Switch and Switch 2. Also, keep in mind, that guy in the middle, that is somebody who goes by the name Donnie. That is not me. That is whoever owned this copy of Mario Kart 7. I only elaborate that before somebody goes, oh, is that what you look like? No, that's not what I look like. They're a guy named Donnie. Thank you, Donnie, for having triple stars on the entirety of this game. This allowed me to have all the characters from the get-go and all the cups. So thank you. Give me my Mega Man 12/Mega Man X9. I don't care if it's not Nintendo. I'm not asking. I'm no longer asking. Fair, honestly. Let's not ask anymore. We're just gonna take. We're gonna take what we deserve. Speaking of Street Fighter V, as a little gift in the corner, I'm probably gonna get Street Fighter 6 at launch on the Switch too, because I got the amiibo and the cards pre-ordered, so I'm likely gonna grab the game as well. Alright, but that was the entirety of the single player with the cups, if you just go for 150cc, that is. If I go to Mario Kart channel, what does that do? Oh no, it's gonna try to connect to the online, isn't it? It's gonna hit me on a wall here, I'm sure. Turn off system or insert. Oh, they got like little like ghost data and stuff. Street pass list. Crazy. Alright, I'm not gonna look at this. This is Donnie's personal information. Alright, into the single player. So we did Grand Prix, there's time trial, there's balloon battle, there's coin runners. This is all very much multiplayer. Definitely not as fun without real people, in my opinion, but that's just me. Time trial, we're going to go ahead and do time trial for like a second. We're going to do run back of Rainbow Road Mario Kart 7, and then I think we'll end off for the night. I've pretty much covered most of what I wanted to cover. So let's go ahead and we will play as... I don't think we gave Yoshi any love. We love Yoshi, right? So we'll go ahead and give him... Who's your main in Street Fighter 6, if you don't mind me asking? Ooh. From what little tiny bit I played in Street Fighter 6, I don't know if I have a very good answer for you, but let me look at the Street Fighter 6 roster. I'm going to look at the characters just to see if they jog any of my memory. I know I played a decent chunk of Luke. I'm definitely a Chun-Li fan. Guile as well. Very classic characters, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of played a lot of like Luke, Chun-Li, and Guile. I think Guile was my guy there for a while, if I'm being honest. I remember playing a lot of Guile against a couple of my friends. Very fun. Oh, Guile amiibo would go so hard, though. Darn shame we never got that. Alright, Yoshi, we're going to give you... Oh, the plane's cute. Let's go with the plane. With, red wheels. Black wheels? Hey, this one looks better on you. Yoshi, you play Guile on Lunar Stream? Yeah, you remember then. Yeah. I remember playing a little bit of Guile. Yeah, we did that on Lunar's End. That was super fun. Let's go ahead and pop on into Rainbow Road. Mario Kart 7. Oh, God, is there Ghost Data on here? I don't know if I want to fight any Ghost Data. They'll kick my butt. We'll go without Ghost Data. Or we could raise Donnie. We could always raise Donnie. That'd be funny. Alright. I have noticed my stream has been dipping in quality very rarely, but it has happened a couple times, so I will definitely log off here soon. Let's go ahead and do another Rainbow Road Mario Kart 7 run back. Just to really enjoy this course. Say goodbye to Mario Kart 7. And then we'll definitely be playing Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart 64 in the near future, showcasing those as well. Good to have to. See you later, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night. Go ahead and pause right there. Thank you kindly. This theme slaps. It really does. Sometimes you just play it for the music, but obviously the entire course is just incredible. Very nice. I think you can technically shortcut this. Yeah! Woohoo! I thought I was gonna fall off there for sure. There you go. Yeah, this is definitely like one of the best Mario Kart courses of all time. Not just because it's Rainbow Road, but the way it's structured is just incredible. Like, it doesn't even have to be like Rainbow. It's because it's just a very fun layout. But because it's Rainbow Road, it's super special. Love this course. Let's go. Also, you know what I feel good about, finally? I feel good. Oh, God, where have I gone? Cotton Eye Joe! I feel good about playing 3DS games on my channel. I've always wanted to cover, like, DS and 3DS games, but I've been very bad about actually, like, doing so. And being able to play, like, on real hardware and showcase these classic games, it's very, very, very good for the soul. I'm feeling very good about this. Honestly, I could have beaten Donnie's time, possibly, here, if I hadn't fallen the way I fell. Big maybe, though. I think I would have lost by just a pinch. 5 seconds would have beaten him. A little over 5 seconds, so I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. The Donnie, yeah, Donnie had a clean 202. He had a clean 202. Alright, let's go ahead and quit game. It's going to lead us into 2 a.m. actually, which is the time limit I've been trying to limit myself to streaming on, unless it's my day off, so trying to be good about that these days. Alright. As much as I'd love to continue streaming, we are actually going to go ahead and end off for the night. So, let's go ahead and say some thank yous and we'll head on out. In terms of biddies, Zennyfinity, Golden Lunar Moth, Katudon Roscoe 73, thank you guys so much for the biddies tonight. Highly appreciate you guys. In terms of followers, it's Tommy Fox and Not Sweet Dandy. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome to the cinema. And in terms of raids, Gadworks, thank you so much for the raid. Highly appreciate you guys bringing your awesome peeps on over. And that about does it for me. Kyle says, thanks for streaming, Zonic. You're very welcome. Frost, you're also very welcome. You guys are very, very sweet being here tonight. Highly appreciate you guys. Before we all head out, though, let's go ahead and get a raid rolling. We'll send you guys on over to somebody awesome. You'll get some Zach and Zonic points for this. And yeah, I'll have my schedule up here shortly. I am off the next 2 days. So even though my schedule isn't up, I'm taking tomorrow off and the next day. So I will not be streaming these next 2 days. I'll be back Tuesday. What a raid. Oh, wait. We got a raid. Wait. We gotta roll it back. We might have to roll it back. Let's roll it back, baby.
Z8 King Stream just raided with 5 viewers.
Zap King Stream, welcome on in, Raiders. Hello. Have a good stream. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. I appreciate the raid. You'll have to let us know what you were streaming today and let us know how well your stream went. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate the last minute raid. We're actually getting ready to wrap up soon, but we did a whole little showcase of Mario Kart 7. We had a pretty fun time. As a matter of fact, just so in case the raiders who have popped in want a little something before we head out. I already said some thank yous, but we will go ahead and do a little bit of a run back. All right, Luigi, how about you take us to the mall, bud?
Well done!
Oh, I thank you. We'll go ahead and give Luigi... Let's see here. Deltarune did a charity stream for St. Jude, 115 away from raising 1K. Yo, let's go! The charity stream, we love to hear it. Heck yeah, dude. Definitely wish you the best of luck on that charity stream. That sounds awesome. Everyone in Chatland, please go give the lovely Zap King stream a follow for me. Let me go ahead and do another shout out if I can help it. Here we go. Zap Kings. Hang on. There we go. Everyone go give the lovely Zap a follow for me. Send some of that cinema love. They are doing a charity stream. If you're interested and want to see the charity link, yeah, by all means, throw the charity link my way. I would love to see that. Highly appreciate it. Cha-cha-cha. If anybody wants to check out that. Yeah, it's a Tiltify link, by the way, so I can tell it's a Tiltify link. Be sure to check it out, everybody. I'll try to throw you some funds your way. Granted, I'm saving up some money for a trip, but I could definitely throw at least a $5 your way. Let's see, skip these and check out. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and add this. Go to checkout. I'll do a little something here. We love to help out charities. There we go. There we go. I have a Tiltify account, but I'm not signing in. I will put my username down, though. Bada bing, bada boom, payaroni. There you go. Alright, that should put you at 110 close. There you go. 115 away. Yeah, now you're at 110. I sent 5 your way. At the very least, I could part ways with the $5. Boost you a little bit. It's for the kiddos. It's for the kiddos, chat. Alright, let's go ahead and... What vehicle do I want to give Linguini? You look cool in this one. This is how we're going to go to the mall. I'd like to say that's an extra 5 inches. God dang it. Giga Chad. But I appreciate you popping on in, Zap. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and... I want to go to Coconut Mall. Do I want to race against... Oh, that's Retro Studios. I don't know if I'm Retro Studios worthy, but hey. Never know. A little Sunny D in your life. Alright, let's do it to it. Coconut Mall, baby. Huh. Let's see if I can be cool here. Yeah, let's go. Oh, fudge the ceiling thingy. The little sign. Rough hours. You just got coconut mauled. Yeah, you just got coconut mauled. Yo, it actually had the text there on the GIF. We love to see it. Alright, we'll do a little bit of a coconut... Oh! We'll do a coconut mall run back. There we go. I did get coconut mauled. I'm not even fighting up against anybody. Shame on me. Yeet. Yeet. I'm actually pretty excited for the charity event I'll be partaking in this June. For those who are part of the... If you've been along the journey of VTuber SummerSlam with me for the past couple of years, this will be year 4 we do VTuber SummerSlam. I was borderline this close to raising like 1K last year. I was like a good handful of dollars away from reaching 1K on my own accord. So I'm really hoping that this year we might be able to break that record. Definitely going to set a bar that's reasonable, but if we could reach 1K, that would be awesome. Big maybe, though. And of course, if we don't reach that, no worries. Every little bit goes to the kiddos to play video games in hospitals, so that'll be fun. And if you're new to the channel and you've never heard of VTuber SummerSlam, stay tuned. That'll be end of July when we tackle that. That was a high jump, my friend. Hot dog. There we go. All right. You're very welcome, Coconut Ball. Thank you. Hut. Whoosh. And that's it. We gotta park reasonably here, though. It is the Coconut Mall after all. I am a terrible driver. Backing up was a little harder than I thought it'd be. Switch Mario Kart was it they implemented the level 3 drift boost? I don't remember. We still somehow got ghost data for that. It's incredible. Level 3 drift boost. I want to say... God, that's a good question. It might have been 8 Deluxe, if not 7. I don't think it was Wii. It might have been Wii. I don't remember. I know it was Wii onwards. Also did not mean to run that back. I'm so sorry. It's not hard to beat my ghost data there. I goofed up once, and then I also backed up. That was really dumb. You could easily beat that ghost data. Alright. Let's go ahead and back out. We got Peach on the title screen. Alright, I already said my thank yous. And again, thank you to Zap for that lovely raid. We'll go ahead and throw you into the thank yous as well. Let's see. Let's try to check something real quick. Also, you're very welcome, Frost. Very, very welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let me check a thing real quick. Ooh. You know what? Chat, I am going to take a... I don't know if I'm following this person. There's somebody playing Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door. They have a very cool looking model. Let me check if I follow them or not. I don't. Let's make this a raid tonight where we raid somebody that we've never raided before. They go by Miso Buns. Let's go raid this lovely Miso Buns. They're currently playing 1000-Year Door. They seem like they'd be really cool. Lower the volume down a little bit so I can actually hear myself. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Go give the lovely Miso Buns a follow for me. I'm also going to be following them. And yeah, until then, catch you guys on the flip side. Have a good night, everybody.
And it was like, oh damn, that's just pretty serious.